500 engine. We got a few heats of them because we have so many of them today. Our first heat right out of Butterfield, Minnesota here is Dalton Brandon. Brad Horson on the 29 sled. Brandon Christensen again all the way over from Green Bay on the C21 sled. Jeff Watson on his 9W. Cody Sultan on his 51. Nolan Asturka is going to be out there joining us. Used to race with his dad all the time on the 815 sled. And Cole Atkinson on the 19 sled. So bunch of hot rods in this first round of Heat 1 of the F500s. We're just setting up our corner flag, guys. As you notice, each corner has a set of flags for safety. They have a yellow and a red. If you see the yellow flag come out, the racers continue to race. They race with caution to stay clear of whatever situation is on the track. If you see a red flag come out, everybody comes to a slow looks like a slow stop until they can get whatever is on the track straightened around. I came back from the Derby trailer earlier here this morning. The Derbies have been really instrumental. Chuck and his brother on snowmobile racing and building different products, kind of like the Wall brothers there in northern Minnesota, but they build front suspension parts and a lot of our skis and a lot of our carbides. To show you how these sleds go around in a corner, each one of the sleds will have about 250 to 300 studs or picks, if you want to know, on the track itself, and then the skis have a very, very, very sharp carbide blade, razor sharp, and that carbide blade is about 10 inches long, and that bolts to the bottom of the skis. And the Derbies have been very instrumental in helping us remanufacture the skis and the carbides and every front end work that we can possibly put together. So Chuck and his brother Sean, we want to thank you for all the hard work you've done and just helping advance our racing going forward, along with the Walls there in northern Minnesota. Again, folks, I-500, I listed the names, going to be a rocket ship. These kids, all these guys can drive sleds very, very well. They're very competent at what they do. These sleds are wicked fast. They'll travel in and around 85, 90 miles an hour around the track. Mike's going to check them off. The green flag's going to come down, and off they go. Whoa, you let them go.
Outside sled.
Well, we'll see what we do here. Are they going to...
Flags, outside sled jumped. Red flags, guys, red flags.
Red, 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 red. All right, they're going to slow it back down and kind of corral it back up. We had kind of a rough start here. We had a couple jump, and a couple didn't get off the line because of the jump. So because we did not get a full lap in, I believe the flag man Mike is going to line them all up right straight across, give another shot at them.
It was the sled on the outside out here. Was it Brad Anderson?
I didn't catch it. I think Mike's going to talk with the driver, see who jumped. Wasn't quite sure. The flagman out there calls the race out there for us, so whatever he seems to think, he might just line them up straight and put the Broughton sled, I think, to the back. All right, so the Broughton sled's going to roll back up on that 215 here, and their mechanic is their father, Blaine. Blaine's been racing with us for 20 years. The kids have kind of come up and they've kind of taken the seat over from the dad. But the dad's still very much involved, Blaine is, in keeping all this equipment running and keeping the boys racing. So Mike's going to check them off again. He's going to give them a look. We got three very fast laps of racing. Here we go. Good move by the Broughton sled off the back there, rolling into 1 and 2. Good hustle down the front stretch, the back stretch. I believe it's the Christensen sled there out of the Green Bay area. Absolutely hauling the mail. Into 3 and 4, they take a look. It's clean. A good hustle down the front stretch, doing about 90 miles an hour on that nice looking C21 sled of Brandon Christensen. Good looking sleds. Broughton is running third. I got to get a quick eye on the number 2 sled there, but good hustle down the back stretch. Brad Harrison on the 29 sled running second. These guys are absolutely hauling the mail. Kind of just flying down the backstretch. He's going to look to the inside. And that's Brandon Christensen on the C21 sled, going to take the checker flag. Followed by Brad Harrison and Dalton Broughton, 2:15 out of Butterfield, Minnesota.
Race number 10, heat 2, 6 sleds.
So what we got is another heat of the same group of sleds, 89 to 92 F500. Dana Sturka is the dad on the 815 sled. Looks like Brody Barton on the 24 sled. Dallas Morn has been fast, 361 all year. Mr. Sears on the 3. Brogan Brito on the 113 out of northern Minnesota. And Nick Nelson on the 11X. Good look at sleds. Mike's going to check them off. Everybody's a very competent racer. We got 3 laps to go on some very fast equipment. Off they go. Good hustle down into 1 and 2. We'll see how they pull out of this. Good bumping and grinding as they turn down into 1 and 2. Good fly down the front stretch, or the back stretch, I'm sorry. Looks like that Arctic Cat is moving up there into the second position. Side by side out of 1 and 2. They're coming on to 3 and 4. The number 3 sled's pulled it out there. Spencer Sears is pulled into second place. And hustling down in the third place is Dana Sturka, looking tough. Good to see him out here. Danny's run really strong over the years in that third place position. Dan's now probably 55 years old and still racing really, really well. Good look down the back stretch here, 1, 2, and 3. Dan's got to dive into 3 and 4. We'll see if he can pull something off here. Good hustle on that first machine. Good looking sleds, 1, 2, and 3. Nice job, good racing, guys.
Race number 11, heat 1, 7 sleds, 3 laps.
So, to just put some other good racing on top of some other good racing, we've got our 440 Supermod class coming out, and they're as equally as fast. They run a leaf spring instead of an IFS front end, and they have a wide open motor program. You can do whatever you like to do on your engines. They all run a 440 engine, anywhere from 1985 and older. We got Travis Winters on his 23W sled, and Jeff Watson on 9W. Turner Child on the 99 TC, Joe Byrne, Joe Mod on the 47 sled, AJ Rickert 76, Chuck Zeck on the other 76, and Mandy Giesking, the only girl out there is going to join aboard her 17S. We'll see what they have for us here today. 17G on the Giesting run. Mike's going to check them out. 3 fast laps. These guys will be traveling 90 miles an hour as they go into turns 1 and 2. Good hustle down the back stretch. Looks like Rickard is running third. I'm not sure who's out in front there. I'll get a peek here as they come by us here, but they are absolutely hauling the mail. Oh my Lord, are they moving? Number 1, Jeff Watson out of Princeton, Minnesota. There's a good fighter between 1 and 2 and 2. Oh my God, Watson just got passed on the back stretch. Holy moly, are they flying 1, 2, and 3. Good look to the inside. They are absolutely sawing back and forth, side by side. The 99 sled, Turner Child, is absolutely on fire. Nobody can catch him. He's pulling away. He's up to about 7 sled lengths now. We'll see what Watson can dig out of his basement here and take a shot at him or not. Mike's got the checkered flag in the air, and that Child sled is absolutely flying. Watson, number 2, Joe Mod, 47, AJ Rickard, 76. Good run, and Mandy Giesking, our only gal out there, did a nice job on the 17G.
7 sleds.
I was told earlier on that 440 Supermod that you just watched, there's a $1,000 added purse into that class today. This is now our second heat of that 440 Supermod. We got Brandon Stensrud on 11. Blaine Brodden, the dad's going to drive here today on a 205 sled. Mitch Giesking's coming back on the 17G. AJ Lang is a scratch. I was talking to him earlier. He had some engine problems and he's not out there with us. Colton Stolten on the 51C. Dalton Brandon on the 215, and Jennifer George is back on that nice looking 11 sled out of Princeton, Minnesota. Mike's going to check them off. 440 Supermod, 3 laps. Here we go. Good look to the inside, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to hustle down that front back stretch and see what that looks like. Looks like Jennifer George is running in the 3rd position. We got this absolutely, that's Mitch Giesking on a 17G on that beautiful looking Yamaha to Spencer, Iowa. Good hustle down the back stretcher. Mitch has been fast on that sled absolutely all year long. I believe Dave DeLauder built the engine for that Yamaha, and it's been just a wonderful sled. White flag is high, 1 lap to go. We got the 51 Stolten. Cody Stolten there running good in 2nd. Jennifer George in 3rd. I think that's how this is going to play out here. Good hustle down the front stretch. Nobody's with Mitch on this one. Mitch takes the checkered flag. Spencer, Iowa. Good job. Followed by Jennifer George in 3rd. And Brandon Stensrud on the 11 sled.
Race number 12, 7 sleds, 3 laps.
What class is that?
This is Relic Mod 340. Oh, sorry, it should have been put in race number 24 and 31.
Okay, got it. Okay, we got the Relic Mod 340 coming out here again. These are the nice old 1971 and older. We've got the Haskell group, number 52, coming joining us from other side of Wisconsin. Mike Bartle on the 32, Dave Rupp on the 55, Shane Seidel on the 30, Kyle Mogg on the 130, and Barrett Feedy coming back on the 77X. 1971 and older, Relic Mod 340. Good to see some of the Wisconsin guys with us. Mike's going to check them off here. Going to take a good look at them here. Flag comes up, 3 laps to go. We'll see what that Mog 130 sled can do. He takes a dive into 1 and 2. Nobody's with him. And he's going to hustle on down the backstretch here and just Kyle's going to slip away here as he continues to pick up sled length after sled length, doing a pretty good job of driving through 3 and 4. Good hustle down the front stretch. And followed by the 30 seed of Shade Seidel in the number 30 sled there. We'll see if they can kind of do some seesawing here for the 2nd and 3rd position. But the Mog sled built, I believe the engine builder on that was Keith Badura there out of Glenwood, Wisconsin. There's always got those Articats running super fast. White flags high in the air, 1 lap to go. Mog's hauling the mail and nobody's with him. So we'll see how he pulls this off. Talking to his dad earlier today, Kyle's learned all his driving skills from his dad, Spud. Spud always was a great driver, and he's passed on some good techniques to the son, and the son's picking up, doing a great job. Good hustle down the front stretch. Kyle Mogg taking the 130 sled, takes the checker flag. Good run, guys.
Barrett almost got there. Race number 13, 4 sleds, 3 laps.
Okay, we got the F-Stock coming on, 1998 and older F-Stock.
We got somebody switching sleds.
We've got Adam Larson on the 70 sled. Shed, looks like Shane Seidel on the 30 sled is going to come back out and join us. Jake Nelson on the 90X and Taylor Geese on the 21T. So good lineup of drivers, good lineup of sleds. Our 13th race of the day. And again, we're going all the way to race number 59. So we're going to be with you here this afternoon. And as the day kind of proceeds on, we typically get kind of closer to about 4 or 4:30 as we end up the afternoon at that point. Then after that, the guys will clean up the trailers. We'll head into town, I believe, and there'll be, I think,
They handed out trophies on the lake.
oh, trophies on the lake, I was told. So before the guys go home today, they'll pass out the trophies to the winners in the trailers. Then we'll work our way home after that. So, any rate, we've got 4 sleds, 3 laps, F-stock, 1998 and older. Mike checks them off, a good look. Up they go, and here we go. Good hustle. Down into 1 and 2. They're going to fly down the backstretch. That Arctic Cat's looking pretty good. Looks like we got Geesey there on the 21T moving really up. He was in 4th. Now he's shoved her up into 2nd. Takes good look down into 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get that Arctic Cat flying. Down around the corner he goes into 1 and 2. And looks like he's trying to paddle up that just a little more speed down the backstretch to catch that fast Arctic Cat out there in first place. Coming out of 3 and 4, Mike takes a look at him. Here comes the white flag. Looks like the 75 sled Adam Larson's doing pretty good there, just driving a nice race. He was first into the off the line, off the starting line, and first into corner 1, and he's going to be first over the checkered flag here momentarily. 2 turns to go, little tiptoe down the front stretch, and right over the finish line he goes. Good running, guys. That was your F-stock class.
Race number 14, 4 sleds, 3 laps.
Okay, race 14 today is our Junior 2 sprint class. So this is a quicker, it's a good looking race snowmobile with a bunch of young drivers on it. It's called our Junior 2 Sprint. We've got Whalen on the 62B, Colton Becker on the 33, Brody Bartine on the 24, and Carter Kraus on the 7. Good look down 1 and 2. Good hustle down the backstretch here. And nice looking sleds out there today, and a good race down the backstretch here. We'll get them dialed in here as they come by the trailer here. One more look at them. But Junior 2 Sprint, these are up and coming drivers. And who's that first?
I think it's the 24.
Yeah, I think so. Looks like the number 24 sled there, Brody Barton. So good looking sled, good looking driver. Up and coming driver. I'm not sure his whereabouts or where he's from, but he's sure driving a nice clean race. White flag is out. They got 1 lap to go. And looks like we lost Colton Becker, I think, off the backstretch. He's pulling into the pit. Good hustle down the front here, down the backstretch into 3 and 4. The 24 sled. Brody Barton, good looking race, good looking, nice looking sled. Junior 2 Sprint. That's our up and comers.
15, 3 sleds, 3 laps, and then we'll have a plow break.
Okay, looks like we're coming up on a race 15 here for today. It's the 340 Superstock Fanners. Again, we're bringing back the grandpa out there, Donnie Feedy on the 77X out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. Jasmine Braith on her 41. And on the 156, Cole Atkinson. Good look at 3 good drivers, a 16-year-old to a 68-year-old. So we'll see how this pulls out on that nice looking Merc Snow Twister there out here on the outside here, 77X and Donnie Feedy. Good look, Mike checks him off. The flag goes high and fly, and here we go. Down in the corner 1 and 2, we'll see what Donnie's got. See if he can get that sled moving a little further around the corner here, but he's got a good hustle down the back stretch. He's going to see what he can pull on Jasmine there on her 41 sled and Yamaha. So we're going to see how this pulls out. We got a Yamaha against a Merc Trail Twister. We'll see what happens here. Jasmine's running a pretty good sled. Donnie's got a nice outside line going there. Dives down into 1 and 2. Looks like he's picked up a few sled lengths on her, and he's hustling down the back stretch trying to catch her. We'll see how this plays out. Good hustle into 3 and 4. Here comes the checkered flag out. See what Donnie's got. He's pedaling hard, and he's just going to come up a sled length short. Good run on that 340 Super Stock Fan. Was told by Ray Central here we're going to step back and take a quick plow break again. We try to clean the surface up. As you notice, the surface is becoming more opaque white. The studs on the track and also the carbides on the skis continue to carve up the ice. So throughout the day, we'll continue to shave and plow and clean, and that gives our best surface we can possibly give to our racers here. So we're going to take a few minutes, step back, get that done. Definitely get down to the food truck. Their Oldie's food truck. It's a maroon food truck down there towards the pit area there. You'll see it. They've got all kinds of goodies. Do appreciate all the cars. I was out earlier up on the bank there. Good to see all the cars up on the bank enjoying the racing. Pass the word up there if you haven't. 87.9 on your FM, and then everybody can listen to my melodious voice for you. So, but good to have everybody involved down here in Butterfield, Minnesota. We've got a big group of racing yet to go for the remainder of the season. Next weekend is a big race. We travel way up to northwest Minnesota, where the Arctic Cat guys get to take on the Polaris guys. We're up in Strathcona, Minnesota for the Strathcona Cup. And so look on your map. It's a little dinky town right between Thief River Falls, the home of Arctic Cat, and of course Roseau, the home of Polaris. And that is one of the premier old racetracks that's been around since the, I would say the early 60s. And they've just been putting on great racing up there for many, many years. The Westland family, Armin Westland and his kids run the track up there, and they've just done a wonderful job of keeping the snowmobile racing up there in the Northwest. So if you're on board, or if not, you can follow us on the computer. And we've got a website there. You can just stay at home and stay warm and follow us there. But at any rate, Strathcona next weekend on the 14th, we're going to double back into Grey Eagle, Minnesota, which is just west of the St. Cloud area. About halfway between St. Cloud and Alexandria is Grey Eagle. We're there on the 21st, and we have the big late models joining us that weekend. The late models are the big guy racers, and they zigzag the country as well, and they're going to join up with us vintage guys for just a heck of a great race weekend there on Saturday, February 21st. The following Saturday on the 28th of February, we're going to continue traveling west out into the Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, and they host a beautiful race out there every year with us as well. And we'll finish up. We've got one more weekend. Then we're down back south again, south of the Alexandria area in Glenwood, Minnesota, for the Hittine Cup on March 7th in Glenwood, Minnesota, and that'll pretty much clean up our season for us. So we're right in the middle of the season, running good. The guys have been running real well. The equipment, I was down to the trailers earlier this morning. They continue to work on things. Everybody's been pretty confident on some of the new equipment that they have and some of the new engines they've built. So things are looking pretty good. Like I said, AJ Lang running his 440 Supermod this morning. Some parts came apart on it. He had a clutch problem, and he ended up tipping off it. I think he hurt his shoulder and his elbow, so he's going to be probably be out maybe a week. But he races for the Derby clan out of the Derby trailer, and they'll coming out, and
Where's my number 16?
we've got a pretty good roundup of sleds out here. We got Jason Rathke on the 30 sled. Again, that Brandon Christensen, they came over that came on over in that nice looking 21 sled from the Green Bay area. Jennifer George, we talked a little bit about their race team out of Princeton, and she's been solid all year with us here. She's a good looking sled there, purple and pink, nice looking. Cale Fredrickson out of the John Browerman camp. Browerman has always run fast sleds, and he's always had fast drivers on board. They got a new clutchman over there this year, a guy by the name of Brian Timmer, and he stepped up to work the clutches on Fredrickson's sled here today, and they've been moving good. And, of course, Hannah Westland there and her dad coming down from Strathcona. They're the ones that are going to host the race next weekend up there. They always run super strong every weekend. So good to see Nate down here being the wrenchman for Hannah there, his daughter there. And she's been just racing super fast all year long. Her grandfather, Armin Westland, was always very instrumental in snowmobile racing, continued to zigzag the state, and he had a couple sanctions back. He used to operate through Minnesota, putting on races all winter long as well. So we're coming up to our Pro Light Champ class, race number 16 of the day. Good looking sleds. We're going to have 4 of them out there, maybe 5, and 3 laps of some really fast driving. We got the Westland sled just tickling up here in the back here. 113 of Hannah Westland. Her sister Kendra used to be a hot rod as well, but she's taking the season off this year. Good look to the inside. Mike's going to set them up, and here we go racing. 5 wicked fast sleds. Second, but he is hustling down the front stretch. Took a little nibble out of the back end of that sled. He's got it kind of curved back. Oh, he's back up on one ski again. Diving down the front stretch. He dives into 1 and 2. He goes heavy, heavy, heavy out on the backside there. Flying down the front stretch, passes him on the inside. 1 and 2 is absolutely smoking each other back and forth. Cale looks to the inside again. Back up on one ski. Flying down the front stretch. Past the Christensen sled, and boy, are they going seesawing back and forth, 1, 2, and 3. Holy moly, 2 more turns, half a lap to go. We'll see what Fredrickson can do. Dives it back into Thor and takes the checkered flag from Mike Mayer there, running the flags. Christensen, number 2. Good hustle. Pro Light Champ racing. Absolutely fantastic. Side by side, 90-mile-an-hour racing. That's our best class out there today, folks. You just got the best taste of Fredrickson driving for that John Browerman team, clutched by Brian Timmer. Unbelievable. Sportsman 600 coming out next. Includes our 440 Pro Stocker, race number 17 today. Keep an eye on this blue Yamaha. That big bad blue Yamaha is a triple. That comes up out of the old Iowa down there towards Worthington there, south of Worthington. And that's a great big triple there, that blue Yamaha. We'll see what he has there. Trevor Betterman on the 98 sled. Taylor Giese on the 21T. And Bailey Johnson on the 27 sled out of Alexandria, Minnesota. Good look down the backstretch here. We'll see what that big bad triple's got going for him. The triple takes a good look on that Yamaha on the inside.
Mike, I need second and third place now.
And good hustle between him and the Johnson sled. Johnson's got a little bit of giddy up for him here. He's just booking down the back stretch. He's going to dive it into 3 and 4. We'll see if he can push that Yamaha out just a tickle. Good hustle between these 1 and 2 sled here. Mike's got the white flag out. These guys are going to battle back and forth, see who can pull this thing off. Johnson looks to the inside. He goes deep out of the outside. He's going to just got a little more for him down the back stretch. That big triple's got a little more wiggle out of him. He just misses a turn a little bit. Johnson dives into 3 and 4. Side by side. He cuts back in. Oh, and he pulls it out. I don't know who pulled that one off. We'll have to ask Race Central here. I just too close to call it here from my perspective. Beautiful races. Looks like I was told Butterman there on that big bad triple. Somehow pulled that off at the end. Gosh, 3 beautiful sleds. What a beautiful race. Nice job, guys. 1, 2, and 3. Coming up is another good class. That's our Masters class, age 50 and older. So any of the older folks up there sitting up on the hill, you want to join aboard. This is not This is age 50 and older. I believe it's a final. Is that correct?
Yes.
We'll race central. This will be a final. We got Kevin Bono on the number 9 sled. We got Dale Nelson. Ed Sprakel again on the 19. Trevor Betterman's back out on the 98 sled. Chuck Zeck, 76. Travis Betterman, 98. Bob Bachman, 73. Jeff Colbot, number 11. We'll see what these guys have for us. 3 laps for a final for the age 50 and older. Chuck Zeck takes a dive into 1 and 2. We'll see who's with him. Good luck down the back stretch. Chuck's pulling away. He's got that good-looking players. Chuck just had a birthday. I just talked to him. His birthday was January 31st, and he turned 68 years old. We'll see if he can hold him out. Chuck's hanging on to the left. Good fly by the 19 sled. That Sprakel is absolutely flying on that nice-looking Yamaha. We'll see if he can hold off. Chuck's kind of drifting back just a tickle here. He's got a little bit left snooze in his back pocket. We'll see if he can pull this off. Yamaha's looking fast by Sprakel. The white flag is out. Zeck is in second. Bob Bachman's got a good run on that Skidoo, running third. Good hustle for these guys. 50 and older. This is our final 440 Masters Supermod Master Class. Sprakel takes a good look down the front stretch. Nobody with him. Good hustle down the front stretch. He'll take the checker flag. Chuck Zeck, the birthday boy, 68 years old. Bob Bachman, right around the same vintage, did a nice job on that Skidoo. Good running for the Masters. 1, 2, and 3. That was a final for those guys. Good hustling. Race 19 now coming out on the track. 1989 and older. I'm sorry, 98 and older. IFS. We got Adam Larson on the 75 sled. Bailey Johnson again out of Alexandria. 27 sled. Shane Seidel could join us. Tucker Braith has been running in that 40 sled, has been wicked fast all year long. And Mike Bernie King on a 21T. Take a good look at that.
Number 30. Okay, thank you.
Take a good look at that red, white, and black Yamaha Phaser, the second one in. Keep an eye on that 40 Tucker Braith. Absolutely been crazy fast all season long. We'll see what we got. Mike checks him off, flags up, and away we go. Braith again, I said, has been fast on that Yamaha Phaser all freaking year long. He's been looking good. He hustles down the back stretch. Nobody with him. He's just going to drive away like he's delivering mail locally here around the Butterfield area here. He's a mail carrier today, nobody with him. Good look down the front stretch. That thing has been terribly fast, absolutely wicked fast all season long. And he's just done a really nice job of driving it as well. Good hustle down the back stretch. We'll see how this plays out here. Good look, good some racing here for 2, 3, and 4. Kind of zigzagging back and forth. Braith looks like he's way out ahead. Looks like nobody's going to touch him. Good look at the Arctic Cat, another Phaser, and another Arctic Cat. And good follow up here. But the last 21 of Mike Brinking from the local area here. Good running down the back stretch.
Third place. I need that number. Third place.
Looks like 40, Braith again, hustle. Followed by the 75 sled and the 27 Bailey Johnson out of Alexandria. Good hustle here for these sleds. 98 and older IFS fanners.
25 sled.
Doing pretty good today, guys. Race 20 on the day. We're gonna climbing the hill as we go. We're back to the F500s again. We call this the sport class. So it's a little bit of the lesser drivers on the same equipment, 89 to 92 Indy players. Bill Nelson on the number 3 sled. Tucker Broughton on the 205. Whalen on his 626. Keep an eye on him. Bentley Skolton on the 51B. Cassidy Becker on the 33. And they're off and running. Cassidy Becker's takes a good look in the middle. She's tucked right in between guys on 1 and 2. She's going to fly down the back stretch. She's just nibbling on the tail, but she's moving hard forward. We'll see how this plays out. Looking down into 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, I'm sorry. Takes a nice clean line down there. And who's at first?
Nelson.
Campen. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whalen there in the 626. Uh-oh. There goes Becker. Becker flew by Campen went out wide. Oh, my God. There was 3 passes on the backstretch. Third became 1, and second became 2, and they zigzag back and forth. We're going to see how this becomes. Wow, the 626 machine just absolutely flew out of absolute nowhere. Waylon Corpin is just moving down the backstretch. Mike's got the checkered flag coming out. We need 2 turns. Where did Becker end up? She went back. She's in second, driving well. She's gotten really, really good on that sled. She takes second. Good driving there for Cassidy Becker. Good run. That was our F500 Sport. So that same F500 with a little bit of a driver on it.
3 laps.
All right, here we go. We're going to race 21, 3 laps, 85 and older, our 400 singles. Dave Rapp's going to join us on his 55 sled. Russ Heskey, again, they come back on the other side of the Green Bay area on their Glory Days racing. They always look good. They wear a lot of the red, white, and blue leathers, kind of like Elvis Presley did back in the day. Good looking sleds. Mike,
Levi's on one up here, gents.
Levi Lurkey's going to roll back in on the 86 sled. And
85 and older, 400 singles.
Mike Bird on the 32. They're waiting for a few to come out of the paddock here. We'll see how this goes.
Hey, we got a junior out here.
No, that's Levi Lurkey. He's running it.
We are waiting for a few more to join in. Here's that good-looking Husky sled there. I always like those leathers they wear. That reminds me a little bit of Evel Knievel there on the outside, on the inside there next to Mike. The number 62 Husky sled. Great to see them guys come over from the Green Bay area. They're up and running here. Good hustle down into corners 1 and 2. These are 400 singles, 1985 and older. They're kind of bumping, kind of nibbling back and forth there. I'm not sure what Husky's on there. I can't pick that out for the life of me there. The Articat's running second and the Yamaha on third. We'll see how this pulls out. Yeah, I think it's an old Snow King, if you can believe that. Every once in a while, some of these old sleds come out of nowhere. It's good to see them running again. That Husky team has always been great. Glory Days Racing is the name of their program. They've been racing. I think their grandfather raced even way back when. They go back to the early 60s racing. So good to see those guys out. Looks like that Yamaha's running second and the other cat's rolling in on the third spot. White flag is out. We're down to a couple turns and a checker flag here. We'll do pretty good here. Always remember in any racing, you got 3 things always have to happen. You got to start, you got to have to finish, and you got to have a little luck in between. And for that luck, Mr. Husky takes the checkered flag. Good job, guys. 400 single super mods.
Number 20.
We're going to roll back into our Junior 1 sprint class again.
3 laps.
So we bring some of the junior guys, younger guys out on some of the better equipment. And they call it the Junior 1 380 Sprint.
Oh, looks like he's got his sled getting brought up.
So we got Colton Becker out there again on his 6 sled, Levi Lurkey on the 99. Carter Kraus is going to roll in on the 7. So Junior 1 380 Sprint. We'll see how this plays out. Just some of our junior guys moving forward. And I think they're waiting on one out there. Well, Levi's jumping sleds. How do you like that? He's the Iron Man today. It's always hard to do when you got to go from one race to the next without taking a little break. It doesn't look like much, but when you're running that hard for three laps, does take the wind out of you. So we'll see what Mr. Lurkey has here on his 99 sled for us. Junior 1 380 sprint class. race number 22. Mike checks them off. Kraus takes a good look down into 1 and 2. You always want to try to be the first guy into the first corner, and then everybody's got to get around you. That's the big trick out there today. They call that the hole shot, and you always like to get the hole shot because then everybody's got to pass you. So we'll see how that blows out here this afternoon here. Kraus has been fairly fast throughout the season. And Becker running 2, Lurkey running a 3. Lurkey might be a little tired, like I said, he just got out of that last race there, but good race between Becker and Lurkey here for 2 and 3. Good look to the inside here. The white flag's high in the air. 1 lap to go. Kraus has got the sled running real well, and Lurkey looks like Lurkey passed Becker there, coming out of 4. 1 lap to go, a few turns to go, and Kraus will make it look pretty easy. He's coming through 3 and 4 now. If something breaks down, he can maybe just coast across the front finish line. But there goes the checkered flag for Mr. Kraus. And we got Colton, Lurkey, and Becker going kind of, looks like the 99 there of Lurkey and the 6 of Becker. So good run. Junior 1, 380 sprint.
Race number 23, 3 sleds, 3 laps, and then we'll have a plow break.
Okay, race 23 on the docket. We're coming back out of the Kyle Ludwig out of here, out of the beautiful Butterfield area. It's going to be on that 440 Superstock Liquid. Kyle Mogg again out of the Wisconsin crowd with Barrett Feedy next to him, both out of the Mondovi area. Which is just south of, if you go all the way across 94 and you hit down to the Eau Claire area, hang a right and go south about 25 miles, and you'll come to the area where Kyle Mogg comes from, as well as Barrett Feedy. So keep an eye on that 130 sled and fast. Ludwood has been always good as well, right here from Butterfield, Minnesota. We'll see what the 777 has for him today. They take a good look here down to 1 and 2. Looks like, he drove deep onto the outside, but he's clean. Ludwood pulled right back up into second. Now he's drifting back just a tickle, but he's driving hard and deep into 3 and 4. We'll see what Mogg's got. Mogg again, he's rolling on the 130. Barrett Feedy's been driving a really good race out in front there on the 77X. Feedy is driving away on that Arctic. He's finally got that thing going real well. Looks like Kyle Mogg is running second, and Kyle Ludwig is running in the third there on the 440 Superstock Liquid. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Looking good.
Ludwig's moved into second too.
Looks like Kyle moved up. Oh, yeah, looks like Ludwig moved up into second there. Good. He went past the Mogg machine. Okay. We'll see how this plays out. Feedy's looking good. Feedy takes a dive down into the front, takes the checkered flag from Mike. Ludwig comes rolling in and from Butterfield, Minnesota in second. Kyle Mogg gave Feedy a little break today and took third. Good run from the boys out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. Good to see the guys there. The dad, Donnie, there on the 77X is a good friend of mine, and he's a fantastic well driller. They install most of the wells there south of the Eau Claire area, though. Good family, good racing, and good to see him out, father and son team. Coming back here, looks like race. Oh, I take that back. Just talked to Race Central, and we're going to clean that track up again. After that, we've got some really, really fast racing coming out. The 440 Supermod race is going to be next, and we're got a heck of a lineup on that. We have 2 heats of that. We continue to try to draw the heats down as we move towards the final later this afternoon. Got a $1,000 added purse to this class coming up, so that also is probably our fastest class between that and our champ class that we have with us today. So we've got
Samantha.
We've got good racing coming. We're going to take just a step back for a few minutes and catch our breath. We're going to clean up the track. We're going to be back with you. Anybody up in the cars, come on down and get a little goodie or two from our vendor down there on the end of our food truck, Oli's food truck. And again, many thanks for all the sponsors that are helping us put this race on today. We could not do that without the families participating down here in Butterfield, Minnesota. T&K Trucking Transport has been wonderful, and Johnny's Barbecue, Trackstar Racing. Looks like Maloney Towing, Olson Truck and Service up in St. James. We just had a wealth of a lot of people to make this go on here. Got a good look at, of course, the Winters family. They're big into racing. They race snowmobiles in the winter and sprint cars in the summer. Good to see their family continuing to hold our racing together down in the southwestern part of the state. So a few minutes, we're going to step back, take a little break. We'll be back with you momentarily. Series here this year. Glad to be with you. Glad to be out here having a good time. Join us up on the hill up there. Make sure you're tuned in to 87.9 on your FM dial. It should be a pretty good run. Any rate, going back to our very fast sleds, we've got the Leaf Springers, the 440 Super Mod. We've got 2 heats of them coming out, race 24 on the day. We're heading for race 59, so we got about just coming up just shy of the halfway point. We got Brandon Stensrud on the 11 sled, Rockin' Joe Burns, Joe Mod on the 47X, Dalton 76 sled, Cody Skolton on the 51C, Travis Winters on the 23 sled, 23W,
Video check, Bobby Joe.
and looks like Blake Broughton on the 205. And we got Blaine. We got a father and son team, okay? Father and son team out of Butterfield, Minnesota on the 205 sleds. We'll be rolling back with you here momentarily. Going to be our fastest sleds, 3 laps, and they're fighting for that $1,000 win here later this afternoon. It's going to be our second round of our first heat in our 440 Super Mod. Good to be back with you here this afternoon. We're rolling through the
440 Supermod, right, Bob?
rolling through the race day here and going pretty good. I did talk to some of the drivers on the break, and they claim they've been having a little bit of issues on their jetting, on their carburetors. Some are running just a little lean. I did talk to one of the race teams down there that burnt down their engine earlier today, so they're back working hard on that, and away we go. Yeah, we just waiting on a couple more. I came back. I was down to that John Browerman camp here. Then they race pretty tight with Cale Fredrickson, and he's been wicked fast on that Pro Light all day. And talked to they got that brand new. Talking to John, they were behind a little bit on their clutching. They got a hold of Brian Timmer, an old racer out of Princeton, Minnesota, and he come up and he changed the weights out and did a few little different things, little fine tuning. And I'm telling you, Fredrickson out of
Whenever you're ready, send them off.
Taylor's Fall, Minnesota, been absolutely on a rail. Coming up round 2, Heat 1, 440 Supermod going to join us here momentarily. You're going to see some of our fastest racing here this afternoon.
Blaine was a scratch.
Never change it.
Nope. Good weekend.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Win the final, and it's a big feather.
Yeah.
If we could beat Christensen in the final,
Christensen's good, yeah.
then we know where we stand going into
Up there.
Greg.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna run coaching up there.
Oh, yeah.
Dad, can you just
Oh, Blaine, yeah, you got it.
flag? Call him out with your flag.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing? Good.
Stop by to say hi.
Yeah, good. You got the radio on down there?
No, we don't have radio.
I keep getting on John down there. Looking at Race Center here, they're getting ready to pull back out on the race surface. We just got a scratch here. Blaine Broughton on the 205 sled out of Butterfield here is not going to join the lineup here. Looks like he's having some engine issues down there. But coming back here, we got Keep a good eye on this winter sled. Travis has been pretty fast. We got to see if he can stay up on the seat here today. He's got a brother, Scott, that runs a 410 sprint car that zigzags across with the World of Outlaws. It's always great to watch him race, but he always has a tendency to flip the thing upside down. The last time I was over at Cedar Lake Speedway, he flipped it absolutely out of the park, right into the pit it went. Mike's going to take a look at him. He's going to nod him off. Take a good look here. We got 4 sleds, 3 really wicked fast laps of racing. They're off and running. Good dive down in the front. Looks like Joe Maude. Joe Maude's going to drive heavy down into 1 and 2. We got Stolten there on the 51C. We'll see what Cody's got. And then, of course, Winters is hustling down in the 3rd spot here. We'll see if he can stay up on that seat like his brother Scott. Good look down. Good fast lap out of that 47X Joe Maude. Really flying the corner here. Stolten looking good. Cody's good. Good look at Winters. Winters is flying. Absolute flying down the back stretch. We'll see what he's got here. Diving into 3 and 4. Looks like he's clean. Joe Maude comes flying around on 1 ski. The white flag is all 1 lap to go. And we've got just a good run there. Cody Stolten is running 2nd. They do a nice job there. They come up, they're up out of that Worthington area there, right on the Iowa border. Good to see them on board today. Mike's got the checker flag out. Joe Maude takes that from him. Stolten number 2. Winters stayed up on the seat on his 23W sled. Good running, guys. And Brent Stensrud on the 11 sled. Got the 2nd heat coming out of our 440 Supermod, our race 24 today. Again, Jennifer George is going to roll in on that 11 sled, that good-looking purple and black sled. We've got a husband and wife team up there for you guys that want to come down and join us. Mitch and Mandy Giesking out of the Spirit Lake, Iowa area. Good to have them with us today in the 17G. We'll see if Mitch, the dad, lets off on the gas a little bit for Mandy. AJ Ricker's been really fast all day in the 76. Turner Childs, 99T. He was fast earlier. Jeff Watson on the 9W is always quick. And AJ Lang is a scratch, had a little bit of engine problem earlier, and he's not out on the ice this year now this afternoon. Keep an eye on the 17G husband and wife team of Mitch and Mandy Giesing, Spirit Lake, Iowa. See if they can pull this off. Here we go. Mitch has got a good dive into 1 and 2, takes a good jump out of 1 and 2. I'm not sure who's coming up fast on the outside there, but 2nd position is absolutely going full tilt. Milch has got a good look. We'll see what we got coming by the trailer here. Get him kind of wound out for you here. That 99 Turner Childs, again, he was fast earlier in his heat earlier today, and he is nibbling on the back of Mitch Giesking. We'll see if Mitch can hold him back and hold him off. Good look at down 3 and 4. Childs drives in deep and hard. Good hustle down to number 3 spot. 76 of AJ Rickard, the 9 of Jeff Watson out of Princeton, Minnesota. Jennifer George out of Princeton, and Mandy Giesking, the wife of Mitch. We've got the leader in number 1 and the wife in the back. So good run here, one all the way through. High in the air, there takes a checker flag for Mitch. The 99 sled, good looking Arctic Turner Childs, and a nice run by the young AJ Rickard. Good hustling there for the guys, and a good look at the Jennifer George sled out of Princeton, Minnesota. Got a good race coming out here. Race 25, the 440 IFS. A lot of these chassis you're going to see in these sleds you're going to see. These were the Snow Pros from 1977, 78, and 79. Beautiful, beautiful pieces of equipment. Still racing them today. 75 on the Polaris is Todd Hubbard. And Dave Newman joined us for the first time this year on his 54X. Tristan Erdman on 54. Brandon Chastina been fast all day long on that C21 sled. Wayland on the 626. And, of course, making a surprise appearance in a brand-new Polaris outfit, Devin Fackrell.
IFS 440X.
Devin Fackrell on the number 2 Polaris. Devin just had a birthday, turned 60 years old, still racing with the best of them. These are our equally as fast as our Pro Light Champ and our 440 Super Mod. Beautiful sleds from the late 70s. Good jump off the line by Devin Franklin, the number 2. He dives on into 1 and 2. He's got a sled length or 2, head down the back stretch. They are just absolutely rifling down the back stretch. 1, 2, and 3 are battling each other back and forth. We'll see if they take a good look to the inside. Facro's clean. Facro's got about 5,000 laps on his racing career. Absolutely been an absolute animal out there every week when we see him race. He comes in on that, he used to wear an Arctic Cat outfit, now he's in a Polaris, you don't even recognize him. Good look down the front stretch. Mike Mayer's got the white flag in the air. 54 of Dave Newman, and the other 54 of his son-in-law. Good hustling there by the Newman clan, 1, 2, and 3. And Fackrell's out front just driving as hard as he always does. Never lets off the gas, drives it hard out of 4. Absolutely spanking down the front stretch. Newman in second. Good hustle for 3 and 4. Beautiful race of these good-looking 440 IFSers.
To Kevin, man. That guy can ride. I love watching him. Right.
I'll swing down and check with you. Thanks for checking in. Be careful on the ice.
I got my gripper.
Oh, yeah, all right, good.
3 laps.
All right, coming back at you. Looks like race 26. Is this a final, girls?
Yes.
We got a final of the Masters, 50 and older. 50 and older. Rob Willard on his 75X. Kevin Bono again, back on the 91 class. Dale Nelson, 56X. Dave Rapp on the 55. Donnie Feedy again, 77X. Bob Bachman, 73 on the nice-looking Skidoo. Jeff Colbot on 11. 3 laps, 50 and older final. We'll see what Feedy can do on that 77X. Keep an eye on that Merck Snow Twister. Feedy takes a good hustle down into 1 and 2. And we're trying to look for his partner, Spud Mogg, out there, but he didn't join him today. He's another good Masters guy. We're trying to get the race once in a while. We got to get Spud out here in the next one of these next races. Good looking at 3 and 4. Feedy's coming up into second. Good hustle. I think that's Kevin Bono on his 91 sled. And he's been fast with us all year long. Good race for our Masters group, 50 and older. I believe that's Jeff Colbot running 3. And we'll see what Bob Bachman's there, zigzagging back and forth between 4 and 5. Good hustling here. Down the front stretch we go. We got Kevin Bono in the lead. He's about 6 sled length ahead of Donnie Feedy, 77X. Jeff Colbot at number 11. And Bob Bachman rolling up on number 4. Good hustling here. Down the back stretch they go, and they got 2 laps to go. I'm sorry, 2 turns to go. 2 turns to go, 3 and 4, and a hustle down the front stretch for that checkered flag. Bono takes a good look. He's clear, takes the checkered flag. Good racing. Donnie Feedy on the 77X. Jeff Colbot, number 11. Good running for these guys, 1, 2, and 3. That was our 50 and older Masters 340 final.
Race number 27. 3 sleds, 3 laps.
Race 7, I think this might be a final too. I'll check with Race Central.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I believe it is. 85 and older super stock. This goes back to our 0 to 400 singles. We were talking earlier. Russ Haskey's going to come out in his Evel Knievel suit. We were trying to figure out what the heck that sled was, and I understand it's a Dolphin. Dolphin was made between 68 and 70, and they run a Sachs engine in that. So it's really cool to see some of the old stuff back out there. The Yamaha is going to be fast there. Levi Lurkey and Matt Beater on the 32 sled. So 3286. Keep an eye on the Dolphin here. It's got that Sachs engine here. Cool looking sled. Cool looking outfit. We do love the leathers there from the old days. Looks like Evel Knievel sitting aboard the 52 Dolphin. Mike checks them off. Flag goes on, up and high we go. 3 laps to go. 3 sleds. Good look down to 1 and 2. And it looks like the Yamaha's got a little bit of a nibble on Haskey there. We'll see if Haskey can pick it up a pace. He's in a whip down the back stretch. Went right by the Yamaha, that Dolphin with that Sachs engine. Pretty neat looking sled. I don't know that I've seen one before, so good to have it out here. Good old days, Glory Day Racing out of the Green Bay area, joining us for a weekend of fun out here in Butterfield, Minnesota. Good hustle down the backstretch here. Everybody's tightening up real good. The Dolphins just got a little bit of a nibble out ahead. And that Haskell clan, they've been racing as long as I've been around the sport, though. They just do a wonderful job of snowmobile racing here out of the Wisconsin side. White flags high in the air. We got 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go on the what you're watching again today here with our Leaf Springers. They run 3 laps, and our IFS faster ones run 5 laps. So 3 to 5 for the most part. 3 for sure, then an occasional 5. Any rate, Haskell in that nice looking Elvis suit there takes a good look to the inside. Nobody's with him. He's going to hustle down and take that checker flag from Mike Mayar. Good looking there. Good looking group out of that Haskell crowd. Always fun to see those Evel Knievel suits with us. Race 28, rolling out on the adult, 380.
3 laps.
We got the Christensen crowd coming back out again. They've joined us all the way from the other side of Wisconsin. They're on the 21C. Tristan Erdman on the 54. Robert Atkinson, 28. And again, Carson Kraus rolls in on his 7 sled. And he's been pretty fast on that 7 sled pretty much here throughout the day. They're going to call them out. Mike's calling them out here from the paddock. And 54 and that Erdman sled's looking pretty good. These guys are going to hustle right along in this class here. Adult 380s. This should be a good race. Good looking sleds. The 54 Erdman has been fast pretty much all year. They come down from Willow River, Minnesota, kind of almost to the Duluth up 35. The Erdman's been racing for many, many years. They've all been really super, super good. Their dad, their uncle, everybody's been good racing up there in the Willow River, Minnesota area. Up 35 there close to Duluth. Christensen has been good-looking sleds, good fast, absolutely all weekend long. Takes a good look to the inside. Nobody with them. He takes a look back, and nobody along. He dives into 1 and 2 and continues to hustle right along. We'll see if anybody's got anything for him. Them sleds have been wicked fast all weekend long, and he's just done a really nice job. They've got a good group of racers over there in his camp. They got nice looking equipment. They got a great big semi you see sitting up on the shore there. Big orange semi they drive down full of their race equipment. And they just do a wonderful job here on the ice with both their equipment, the racers, and their nice looking semi. Mike's got the red checkered flag high in the air. 28 rolls in. Robert Atkinson out of Little Falls, Minnesota. And looks like Carson.
8 sleds.
Good race on an adult 380. Race 29 on the day, coming at you. Another, I believe, final. We're going to look at the Superstock 340 Free Air. Good group of racers. Kevin Bono's coming back on his 91 sled. Dave Rupp on the 55. Kyle Mogg has been wicked fast. I know his dad been tuning on that clutch pretty much all day long. AJ Record 76. Again, the Feedy group 77. A 777 out of Butterfield here. Kyle Ludwigson. Jasmine Braith 41, Bob Bachman 73. Mike checks him off. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go down racing. 3 laps to go. Good look on that 41 Braith sled, flying tough into 1 and 2. She had a good jump off the line. She dives down into 1. Comes out at 2, looks like she's in second. I'm not sure who's rolling on that 1 sled, but they are absolutely flying down the back stretch. We'll see what they got. 340 Free Air Superstock. Good hustle on the 76 sled. And AJ Rickard, who's been fast, young guy, fast gun, heavy shoes, can really, really drive the heck out of that snowmobile. Good race down there, down 3 and 4 here. We're just neck and neck, 1 and 2. They dive into 3 and 4, tight side-by-side racing. Rickard bobbles a little bit. Mogg drives around him for the 1 lap to go. White flags high in the air. Mogg is flying down through 1 and 2. Rickard's on his tail. Mogg takes 1 look at him, says, "You ain't gonna get me. I'm going. one going into 3 and 4. He's got 2 turns to go in a straightaway. We'll see if he can pull this off. Mog looks back, nobody with him. 3 strut lengths ahead. Takes a dive over to takes a checkered flag record to 777 of Baird Feedy. Good run by the Wisconsin guys. Good seeing them. 1, 2, and 3. Good hustling. It's a good thing Spud Mog got that clutch rolling on that 130 sled. He's been somebody to battle with the whole way through.
One's pork,
Oh, thank you.
one's brisket. I didn't think you
Perfect.
guys would get
No, we don't
time
care.
to go.
Do you need our little ticket here?
No.
Thank you.
Even if you can get some more later.
We never take a break. We get going so
I
much.
know. That's why I feel bad for all those guys out there too.
Right. Well, thank you for the treat. We've been announcing you the whole day down here. Getting the oldies down here, right?
Yeah, because I hope everybody wants to eat.
Yeah.
Race number 30, 3 sleds, 3 laps, and then we'll have a plow break.
Okay, race number 30 on the day. We're heading for 59, so we're making pretty good time in here. We've got a women's class coming out. The 85 and older leaf springers. I believe it's a final. We got Jennifer George again on that good-looking 11 sled. Grace Swanson on 13. Mandy Giesking's going to join aboard on her 17G. Keep an eye on her. Mandy and Jennifer should have a good race out there. And this is our women's final one. Once we get this thing tucked away, we're going to roll back out. We're going to clean up the ice again, and we'll take a little plow break, and we'll be back for some more racing. Mike drops the flag, and away we go. Jennifer and Mandy hasn't raced much with us this year. She just had another little baby here, so they have 2 of them now, 2 baby girls. Any rate, good hustling down the backstretch here by Mandy. Jennifer's running really good into 3 and 4. They're side by side coming out of 4. Jennifer takes a good look to the inside. Nobody with her. She's got about 3 sled lengths on Mandy here. Good looking race, and Mandy comes tight down on the outside, and Jennifer pulls away just a little bit there. Jennifer comes down, her and her dad come down from the Princeton area, and they had been racing I think they've been racing together for 20 years here. We got a nice father-daughter team out there, and it's good to see that. Mandy's running good. We've got a husband and wife team, Mandy and Mitch. So good racing amongst our vintage snowmobile group out here today. Good hustling down 3 and 4. Jennifer's going to take a good look. Nobody with her. Mandy's about 2 sled lengths back. Jennifer hustles down, takes the checker flag from Mike. Mandy in second. Good hustle there, and Grace Swanson on her 13 sled. Again, we're going to take a few minute break. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. Again, anybody in their cars down here, get down and visit Ole's food truck right down here towards the trailers along the shoreline there. They can make a couple little treats for you. And they've got wonderful brisket down there. They've got good sandwiches. They've got great coffee and hot chocolate. They'll take care of you down there. Just show it on down there to the trailer, and they'd be more than willing to help you. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to take a quick step back. Again, as we talk about snowmobile racing across Minnesota, it's fun to keep the sport alive. It's fun to keep everybody involved. Traveling way up north next weekend up to Strathcona, and should put a nice race on up there in the northwest. So from the southwest to the northwest, we continue to zigzag along. We're at the halfway point of the season. A good CMPR, and they've been doing a wonderful job of putting our races on for us. Always fun to be with the Mayer family and all the hard work they do to keep this sport alive. So a few minutes, and we'll be back with you. Take a little break and talk to you guys here in just a few minutes. We just had a little treat from the beautiful Ole's food truck down there. They've got a wonderful macaroni and brisket combination down there, and it's just a really treat. It's down there in the red trailer there with the white pickup hooked onto it. Get down there and check out some of that mac and brisket they have. They're just a wonderful treat on kind of a cold day. So they're going to finish tuning this up. We have talked about some of the old racing back in the day. We go back into the early 70s, the mid 70s. We were up at the Alexandria Speedway in the old Dave Cole Classic when the Polaris team would come in and take on all the factory teams, Polaris, Skidoo, of course, Arctic Cat out of Thief River, and you go back in some of the great old days of just solid, good racing, and we've kind of tried to keep some of that alive. We're out here today running some of the equipment that we raced back then, some of the snow pros that we saw in the IFX earlier today. But looking at the old days, Arctic Cat super teams, Bob Elsner, Larry Colton, Jim Dimmerman, just wonderful racers. They used to call it the Black Magic Stable, and great Arctic Cat racers back in the day. Polaris had their group. Gene Feaster was tough, and
All right, guys, if you're ready.
good solid racing. It's fun to look back in time, fun to look at some of the old race teams, and but as we move forward, we've taken today's program. We've working on these sleds, and just really these sleds they just operate so much better, faster. Good to see them back out. Coming out again now, 440 Supermod, number 47X, Joe Birds, AJ Rickard on a 76 machine, Chuck Zeck, the 68-year-old driver out of Little Falls, Minnesota, Jeff Watson on the 9W, and Dalton Brandon on the 215. Mandy Giesking's going to roll back in on the 17G, and Coldy Skolton on the 51C. All good drivers, all solid. I don't even know who you would pick in this, but this is our 440 Supermod, our fastest sleds out here this weekend. Between these and our champ sleds, Mike's going to check them off. 3 fast laps of fast sleds. Good dive into first. We got, looks like Joe Modigan is running really good there on that 47 sled. He's going to hustle down the back stretch, nobody with him. Good fight here for 2 and 3. We'll see how that plays out. Joe Mod takes a good look to the inside. Nobody with him. Number 9, Jeff Watson there is taking that Keith Baddour machine, and really moved it up into second, but really chomping on the third bit. We'll see what plays out here between 2 and 3. Joe Mott again takes a white flag, 1 to go. The 76 of the young Rickard. Rickard takes a look at Watson, the old Riley, old pro, and they're going to go side by side down the backstretch. Rickard goes flying by Watson. We'll see if Rickard can hold him back out of 3 and 4. 2 turns and a half a lap to go. Joe Mott takes the checkered flag. Rickard number 2. Jeff Watson 3. Good hustling 1, 2, and 3 on those sleds. 440 Supermod, and of course Mandy Giesking out of Spirit Lake, Iowa, pulls up the back. Good to have her back out. She just had a baby recently. Good to have her back out racing. They got 2 wonderful little daughters now, and they're over in the trailer hanging out as well. So good to see the Gieskings back. Spirit Lake, Iowa. Good run out of Joe Mod up there in the Princeton area. And 440 Supermod. We've got the next heat of that. Speaking of fast sleds, round 2, heat race 31. Tanner Childs on the 99 TC. Travis Winters on the 23W. Brandon Stenthroot on the 11. Mitch Giesking is the husband of Mandy, 17G. Jennifer George again, back on that good-looking 11. And AJ Lang is a scratch out of Alexander, the Miltona area. The Miltona Missile did not make the lineup here today. Keep an eye on that 99 sled, Mitch Giesking on the 17G, and see if Withers can keep it from going upside down, just like his brother Scott. Checks him off, and away we go. 1, 2, and 3. Mitch dives into 1. Nobody with Mitch. He's got a good look. Good look on that 99 sled. That Arctic Cat is in the back of that Yamaha, and they're going to fly down the back here, the back straightaway. We'll see how this plays out. Mitch looks to the inside. Nobody's with him. He dives her down into 3 and 4. Coming out of 4. Solid run. 99 is wicked fast. Right alongside it. Turner Childs. It's got that Arctic Cat wound completely up. We'll see what they have here. Winters there is running in the 3rd place position. Winters looks good. Staying on top of the sled. Geek Skink takes the white flag. We'll see if the 99 Undercat has anything for that fast Yamaha out there today. Mitch is flying down the back stretch, nobody with him. About 6 sled lengths ahead of that 99 Undercat at Childs. We'll see. They dive into 3 and 4. Mitch takes a good look, running hard for the checker flag. Mitch takes the checkered flag. 99 on that Undercat second. Mr. Winters, Travis, stays up on his seat. Finishes a nice looking third. Again, it's always fun to watch his brother run that 410 sprint car out of the Butterfield area here. He drives that, he zigzags the country in that 410 Sprinter during the summer months, and always entertaining to watch their race team there. So from snowmobiles to sprint cars, their dad's trucking company, it's just great to have the winners involved down here in Butterfield. Next race coming up today, race number 32. We're going to dive back into the F500. Another fast bunch of sleds. Then that's our race 32, heat number 1. We got Nick Nelson on the 11X, Cole Atkinson on 19. Brogan Brito comes all the way down from Strathcona on the 113. Brad Harrison on the 29, Dan Asturka, the old man, on the 815, Dallas Moore on the 361, Spencer Sears on the number 3 out there. I don't know who to pick. Every one of these guys is rock solid. 3 good laps of fast racing. F500, here we go. Get a diver down into 1 and 2. We'll see what they take a look like. Everybody's coming out clean. A little bit of bump in there between 3 and 4. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see who's coming through here out of 3 and 4. Hustling down the front stretch. I got to take a peek who's in that first spot. Is that Sears machine there, guys, down there? Who's running 1 there?
Dallas Morin.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Dallas Moore in a 361 sled. He's been fast on that F500 here all day long. He is haul in the mail. 1 lap to go. Dan Asturka, the old man, on the 815's running second. He's got a good-looking second sled. His son has been running in the other heat. I don't know who's running third, but he's going to give Danny a run for the money. Brad Harrison running 3. They're going to dive her down into 3 and 4. Danny takes a look to the inside. Morin takes the checker. Danny, go, 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 go. I'm not sure who pulled that one off. I'll leave that on to Race Central. I don't know. It was an absolute drag race to the final. Good running. Good. Danny, I guess. Race Central scored Dan Asturka on the 815 sled, second place. What a run, what a dive down into 3 and 4 in a drag race to the final. Okay, we're doing good here. We got another F500, another fast bunch of sleds coming out. Jeff Watson on the number 9W. Dalton Bratton on the 215. Cody Skolton, 51C. Brandon Chastain again on the 21 sled. Nolan Asturka, that's the son of Danny that just finished. And Brody Barton on the 24. Good run. Good look at some locals here in town. Mike's going to check them off. He moved them up a little bit for a better start. Here we go. They're going to dive down into 1 and 2 and see how this pulls out. Looks like Asturka was a little bit shy on the start coming out. We'll see how he can pull down the back stretch and see what happens here.
I think that's C21.
Diving down into 3 and 4. We'll take a good look at this. We'll see how they come out. Good, clean racing. 1 and 2, we got the 215 sled. The Broughton sled at 215 is hustling pretty good. I'm not sure who's running first there. Did you see that? 221. The 221 sled. C21. The Christensen. Yeah, I guess that's correct. They came over from Green Bay, and they've been wicked fast all day long. Christensen's running first. Broughton's running second. And we'll see how this thing plays out. The white flag was out. We've got 2 turns and a half a lap. We'll see how this plays out. Broughton's going to take a quick bow. And they're right on top of each other. We'll see if Broughton dives to the inside. Christensen looks the wrong way and just pulls it off by an absolute breath. Christensen looked back to his right. Broughton tried to pass him on the left. Doggone it, almost had him at the line. Beautiful race on the F500.
8 sleds, 3 laps.
Relic Mod Open, 1971 and older. Good class, bunch of good old guys racing here. We got Keith Bedour, 65 years old, running the number 18 sled out of Glenwood, Wisconsin. Russ Haskey comes over from the Green Bay area on the 52 sled. Mike Peter on the 32. Dave Rupp on the 55. Watson's going to join us again out there in the 9W. Shane Side on the 30. Mog is going to roll back in out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. And Baird Feedy, his buddy 77, going to run the Relic Mod Open, which is our race 33 of 59 today. So we're doing pretty good. We're winding right along here, marching along, getting some good racing to you. Good to see these guys driving hard today. And marching right along here as we go forward. Right on time. We are running, it's 1:40. We started at 11 o'clock this morning, so we're making pretty good time on our classes. We added a few. We usually run about 52 classes, and we're running 59 of them because we added some of the old relic stuff out here today. And there's a series that they put some money into this relic mod, and that's why they're in town chasing the end of the year points. So 1971 and older, Relic Mod Open. They can run what they want, where they want, how they want. There's a couple 800s. There's a couple 600s. I see a 440. We're going to see how this thing plays out. They're going to zigzag her back and forth. There's some nice twins. There's a triple. We'll see what they can do to hold on to these things. Good to see that 52 Husky machine again. Looks like Evel Knievel out there in the red, white, and blue leathers. They put on a nice job of racing. Keep an eye on the 130 sled of Mog. Here we go. They're off and running. Mike drops a hammer. Keith Bedour takes a dive into 1 and 2. Keith Bedour, the old guy from Glenwood, Wisconsin, running second. He's hustling down the back stretch. We'll see if he's got anything in that old Arctic here. 1971 and older. Good hustle out of 3 and 4. I'll see who's kind of leading the pack here. Looks like now Watson. Looks like the Watson in first. Kyle Mogg running second, and I believe looks like Feedy's running third. We'll take a peek on how this plays out. We got the two old guys in the back. We got Askey and we got Keith Bedour fighting there in the back, but they'll have a good fight. Anyway, Mike's got the white flag rolling out. Jeff Watson on the 9W is rolling right along. Kyle Mogg, Feedy. Good looking old hot rod and sleds. Is this a final?
Yes.
And I believe this is our final on the old Relic Mod Open. So we're going to see how this point looks like. Mr. Watson here is riding tough. He's going to take that checkered flag. Good run for the Watson clan. Looks like Mogg on the 130 sled. Barrett Feedy running the 77X. And we got Keith Bedour and Mr. Haskey bringing up the back. We've got Evel Knievel and Keith Bedour out of Glenwood,
Race number
Wisconsin.
2 sled.
Relic Mod Open. We're going back to some junior racing. We got to give a place for these young guys to come up and build their confidence and their ability to ride. As you get better, the more seat time you get, the better you get. So it's all about running laps. Here we are, junior novice, race 34, Colton Becker and Levi Lurkey.
And what, these two have been racing against each other, what, at least 6 years?
Yeah. Two junior guys, both Lurkey and Becker. They're good friends, best of friends. They've been racing against each other. They're young guys, probably for the last 5 or 6 years. So they'll saw back and forth. We'll see how they can pull this off.
And they're 13 years old.
Yeah, race 34. And I understand they're two young guys. I think they're both about 13 or 14 years old. So good run for the two boys here. Becker's got a little bump on him. You'll like that. Lurkey's running tough on him, but Becker, he had the first race they came out today, he had a good run on him. We'll see if he's able to keep this thing going. Becker on hustles on down the back stretch. 3 and 4 is clean. Lurkey takes a look to the inside. Lurkey dives on the inside. Becker doesn't protect it. Lurkey sneaks on by. The 99 sled of Levi Lurkey is pulled out just a little bit. And
This is the final.
We'll see.
This final.
We'll see if Becker can pick up on this. This is going to be our junior novice final for the two young guys coming up the way.
I screwed up, sorry.
And 1 lap to go. We'll see if Becker can pick up the pace a little bit, but it's good to see the young guys out here. That's getting them some laps, getting them some seat time, away they go. But again, good to be with you down here in Butterfield, Minnesota. You guys put on a good race for us to come down here. The lake's always fun. I've been to the tractor show, the thrashing show before. That's about the 3rd week of August, I believe. It's always been an enjoyable event. And good to be down in your area here. You do a wonderful job of promoting racing and car shows and tractors as such. So white flag's coming out. Lurky's going to take a quick peek down the front stretch. And he said, I believe they're going to go one more round. White flag's out. It is a final. I believe they're running 5 laps, so they'll take one more round at this. Again, 3 things always have to happen. You got to start, you got to finish, you got to have a little luck. We'll see if Lurky's sled can stick together for a half of 2 turns and a half a straightaway. We'll see how this plays out. Lurky looks up front, good stop shot, takes the checker flag. Mr. Becker's been riding stronger and stronger as the year goes on. Takes second. Good run for the junior novice.
5 sleds, 3 laps.
Rolling back into race 35 now. 340 Supermon Liquid. We got a hometown hero out here, Travis Winter, out of Butterfield, Minnesota. Keep an eye on the 23W. Ed Sprakel on the 19's been fast. Chuck Zeck's going to roll out on the 76. 68-year-old Chuck Zeck is going to look good. Cole Atkinson on the 19, and Stensrud again on the 11 sled. This is a final? No.
Yes.
This is a final. Yeah, we got a final, 3-lap final. You guys pick your final. I'm not sure who it is, but it ought to be good. 3-lap final. Here we go. Starting to wind them down. Oh, good. Winters comes flying off the gate. Dives her into 1 and 2. He's pulling them along. Winters wants to win this for the home team here. He's just absolutely cruising down the back stretch. He's got a little bit of traffic coming in on the back end of his bumper. We're going to see how he can hold this off. Takes a hustle down the front stretch. That 19 sled of Ed Sprakel's been wicked fast. Oh! Sprakel's upside down. Withers is upside down. Red flag, we got to stop. Hold her on up. We'll see how everybody comes. Sprakel's all the way across the ice, up against the weeds up there on the other end. They were diving as hard as they could for first and second. They weren't giving up an inch. And upside down they went out of 1 and 2. That's what happens when you get that tight. His hands are up in the air. He's waving. He's okay. That's always a good sign. We always ask the racers, if you get away from your sled and you're up, get your hands up in the air. Make sure you're okay. Thank God. All right, we're going to just step back for a little bit. They're going to have to clean up the mess here. Good run on the Winters. Winters and Sprakel were just absolutely side by side out of 1 and 2, and they weren't giving up an inch. And like Winters knows, he can maybe talk to his brother Scott at this point. That looks like his 410 sprint car sitting down there. But we'll be back with you in a moment. They're going to clean these guys up, and we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes.
The other one, Ed Sprakel.
We do have a red flag on the racing surface. Everybody's come to a complete stop until we get this thing organized and cleaned up. We'll be back. Food truck down there and have some of that wonderful brisket and macaroni and cheese dinner down there. It's absolutely fantastic. I think the Swedes here in town, either that or the Norwegians, are putting together a nice lunch for anybody out here on the lake. So it does taste good, and go down there and get a little bit of that. There looks like Rudy on the tow truck there is pulling them back on in. and I threw them 2 sleds. Usually when these sleds go upside down, it's not uncommon for the handlebars to get bent down and bent off. So typically when they get back to their shops, they'll put a steering post in and probably a new set of handlebars. That's kind of a common thing once you go upside down. Usually you're pretty sore. Looks like Ed took a pretty good ride there. He slid across his back all the way over there to the cattails. So that ice is hard here with not much snow on it. So once you start sliding, you're probably doing 70 miles an hour at that point of contact. And once you come off the sled, of course, you gotta get rid of all that inertia on your back. And you slide quite a ways when there's no snow out there. But again, talking about some of the old racing back in the mid 70s, late 70s, a lot of these, there was a big thing. There was every one of the race teams back then, they had factory teams. So Polaris had a factory team, and Arctic had a factory team. Skidoo came all the way down from Ontario, and they had a factory team. So it was always the factory teams kind of had a leg up on everybody. Valacourt, they were up there just north of actually the New York area where Skidoo's located. And it was a big deal back in the day to be able to beat the factory teams. You would get some independent teams that would show up, and when they started to give the factory teams a run for the money, it got to be a lot of fun to watch. I just got word there on the 23W sled. He pulled back up. He pulled back up on in, and I think he's going to give another shot at this. I think when he pulls up to the front line, Mike will do a little maintenance check on that sled to make sure that it's safe. It's not only got to be safe for the 23 driver, but it's got to be safe for the other drivers out here on the ice today. So Travis, just like his brother, just flipped that sprint car upside down. They roll her back up on the wheels, and here he is again. 23W going to give another good shot at the 340 Super Mod Liquid. Mike's going to get him in place where he wants him. When a race stops, they freeze. Everybody freezes the number on when the red flag comes out. And that's how he's going to start him up here. So Zek was running second or third, and then Travis is going to roll back in the back position. So he's going to get him where he wants him. He's going to call him up to the line here. They usually sets him about a sled length of back out of each guy, and he'll put him where he wants him. And that's the lineup. He's happy with it. He's going to check him off. What do we have left? 1 or 2 laps? 2 laps.
2 laps.
We got 2 laps to go here, so we'll see how they pull out of here. Mike's going to come over on the other side of the race surface. He's going to count them out. Going to check them off. We'll get them rolling. 2 good laps of 340 Supermod racing ahead of us. Here we go. Winters comes flying out of the back. Winters is going to dive all the way up into the second position. He doesn't care that he flipped that thing over. He's going to drive. He wants to win this for the home team. He just drove from the 4th to the 1st. Keep an eye on that 23 Winters sled. We'll see if he takes a look to the inside. He doesn't care that he just flipped it upside down. Took the white flag. He's going, what they would say, a bat out of heck, I guess. But at any rate, here he goes. He's hustling down the back stretch. Butterfield, Minnesota. Travis Winters is going to go from back to the front in 2 laps to try to take this lead in front of his hometown. Looks to the inside. Nobody's with him. Dives across the front straight. Travis Winters, first place. Unbelievable. Number 19 rolls back in. Cole Atkinson. A good run with Chuck Zek in third. Nice racing on that 340 Supermod Liquid. Nice race for the hometown team. Good job for the Winters gang. Rolling in, we're back into the junior F500s.
4 sleds.
We're going to bring out 4 sleds here. Tucker Brayton again on the 205. Broughton on the 205. Bentley Skolton in the 51B. Colton Becker going to be back again. 33 and Whalen Kirpin on 626.
5 laps on this, 5 laps.
5-lap final for this, folks. This is the final for the Junior F500. 5-lap final. Keep an eye on that 626 sled. They've been wicked fast all afternoon. Spot here, we'll see in a minute.
I'm thinking Coquito.
Good hustle down the front stretch on this. Yeah, that's the 626 sled we've been talking about. Whalen all day. Every race he's been in, he's been fast in that sled. So I'm not surprised there. Broughton looking good in second. Little battle for 3 and 4. Becker's holding in there. The 626 again. The Kirpin has been just driving a wonderful race. Broughton's got a little bit for him. I don't know if he can hustle up there or not. He's going to drive it deep down the back stretch. Green flag is still flying in the air. The boys are still racing hard. 626 again of Whalen's machine has been tough absolutely all afternoon. Race for 3 and 4, they're kind of sawing back and forth. We'll see if Becker has a little bit here left in the tank for Skolton here. We'll see how this looks like. Becker's just drove around into third. The 626 of Whalen running strong. And the Broughton sled running second. 205, the Broughton sleds. They always do a nice job down here in the New Ulm and Butterfield area. Here comes the checkered flag for the 626. Mr. Broughton rolls in on the second position. And we'll look, it looks like Colton Becker's going to roll in on that 33 sled, take third. Good race for the guys today, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That takes care of our Junior F500 final.
Race number 37, 8 sleds, 3 laps.
All right, race number 37. They take 2 classes and put together the 340 liquids, 1985 and older, and the 1985 and older 440 fan machines. Wicked fast. We got a whole bunch of them today. 8 guys racing, or gals, I guess. Kevin Bono in the 91. Kyle Ludwig from the area here on the 777. Kyle Mogg, another one of our Wisconsin drivers on the 130. AJ Rickard, the young gun on the 76. Barrett Feedy, 77. Al Sullivan, another 77 Xer. Tucker Braith on the 40 sled. Keep an eye on that 40 sled. And 17G of Mitchell Geeking. 440 and...
Everybody's in the wrong way, and feeding is a scratch.
I understand Feedy's got a scratch there. He won't be with us on the 77X. Well, we got a local favorite out there, Kyle Ludwig on this 777, the black sled there. Kyle Mogg sneaking in on the outside here on the 130. Keep an eye on the 40 sled. Been fast today. Tucker Braith. We're going to see how this pulls out. Mike tucks him off, and away we go. There goes Mitch Giesking, hustling on the 440 fanner deep down into 1 and 2. See if he can hold out the boys. Mitch comes out of the first turn on second place. Looks like the Mogg sled's rolling pretty good there. We'll see how he can come out of 3 and 4 here on the first lap.
I think we got Tucker up front.
We got the 40 sled again, and Tucker in that absolute fast Mercury Snow Twister, followed by that good-hearted cat of Kyle Mogg. Mitch Giesking on the 440 fanner is running third. The other 2 guys are running their Super Stock 340 liquids. We'll see how this plays out here. Mike's got the white flag, and we are going neck and neck. Mogg takes all that momentum around the outside. Mogg dives into 1 and 2, takes the lead away from Tucker Braith, who's been good. Braith is back on the back end of his tail light. We'll see if Braith has anything for him. Braith's coming hard into 3 and 4. They got 2 turns and a half a straightaway. Mogg doesn't bobble. Braith goes inside. Drag race down the front. Mogg pulls it off. Braith threw in Mitch Giesking, number 3. Good run on the Mogg machine. Good run there. South of the Eau Claire area, they come on over, Eau Claire, Wisconsin, to join us.
5 laps.
Good, solid running.
5 laps.
His dad was busy tuning on that sled this morning when I stopped by their trailer, and they've got some new equipment that they're using, and they hook it up to their computer, and they can pretty much get these sleds as fine-tuned as they possibly can. Good to see it. Coming back again is our F500 Sport class. Again, 89 to 92 Indy chassis, and it gives some of a little bit of the younger guys to run the same equipment a chance. Bill Nelson, number 3. Tucker Brayton, 205. Waylon Corpin, 626. Brayton Stolten, 51. Cassidy Becker, 33. Looks like Cassie, the only girl out there, does a pretty good job of driving into 1 and 2. She's in 3rd place, driving up into 2nd. There she goes, up into 2nd place. Looking good.
Yes, 5 laps.
Looking good. 5 laps to go in the final here for the F500 Sport class. A good morning, 626, been fast. Cassidy Becker. And looks like Broughton there, local kid Broughton here from Butterfield, running 3rd. See if Broughton's sneaking up on Becker's tail. We'll see if she can hold him back. She drives deep into 3 and 4. She won't let him on the inside. Broughton takes a look to the inside. Becker beats him down the front in the drag race. She continues to drive super well. She's aggressive in the corners. Here comes Broughton dives down the front. She left the door open just an inch, and he took it. 626 of the Marin running away. Green flag is up. We got another 2 laps to go. Broughton running 2nd. I don't think Broughton's going to be able to catch that 626 of Waylon Corpin's machine today. He's just been wicked fast all day long. At any rate, Waylon comes rolling out of 3 and 4, driving super. Takes the white flag, 1 to go. Broughton is running 2nd. Becker's running 3rd. She's doing a nice job of driving here this afternoon. Talking to her dad down there earlier today. They blew up their 1 engine this morning. He had a 2nd engine on that 33 sled. Put that in, and they seemed to kind of double back like it didn't even miss it. Morton, the 626, takes the 1st. Broughton takes 2nd. Cassidy on the 33. She takes 3. Good run for the group. Good hustle for the F500 Sport. That was our class 38. 39 now is another junior class. Is our 0 to 400 fanners.
Race number 13.
We got Cassidy Becker's brother, Colton, coming back, number 6. Levi Lurkey is buddy on the 99 sled. Hank Holt on the 44. And Gracie Swanson on the 13 sled. So that's our final. We got 4 sleds and 3 laps. We'll see what they can put together for our juniors. Again, we try to get as much race time on these sleds as we can for the young folks. That's how you get better and more confident. The more laps you do, the more racing you get, the better you become. Mike's going to check them off. He's going to take a good look at them. 3-lap final for the junior 0 to 400 fanners. Off they go. Here we go. Looks like the 44 sled's going to dive down into 1. We'll see what they got. 44 is looking good. A Hank Holt. We'll see what he can hold off. Man, they're going to dive down the back stretch here and zigzag around a little bit. Good to see the juniors out there. Looks like the Becker machine has moved up into 2nd now. We'll see if he got anything for that front runner. That old Polaris is looking pretty good in that front runner there. The 44. He's running 3rd. And the 13 sled of Swanson is running 4th. I believe, is that Lurkey out front? Is that correct? That's what I thought. Mr. Lurkey's running out front again. He's been a solid runner here all day long and all year long. Getting real comfortable racing. Looks real comfortable on the seat. Beckers is running pretty good on the 6 sled.
Eagle River too.
Yeah, I understand he did some remarkable racing up there in Eagle River, Wisconsin, which is the big national race up there earlier here in January, and did a nice job up there as well. Mike's got the checker flag. Lurkey's taking a peek. Nobody with him. He's just going to hustle down that front stretch, take the checkered flag from Mike, the flag man. Mr. Becker's going to run second. That's a good run for him on that Yamaha. And rolling in on that number 13 and 44, Hank Holt. That's some of our junior racing.
Is that all of them? Yeah.
Coming up on race 40 now.
40, 6 sleds, 5 laps.
We're going to bring back some of the good old race sleds from the old days. You're going to see a couple of the original snow proers from 1977, 78, 79. The 340, the IFS 340X and the adult 380 class. They'll be hustling. The Christensen team on the 21. 75. Tristan Erdman on the 54. Skidoo out here on the 80 Skidoo. Robert Atkinson on the 28. Jeff Cobot on the 11. And I think that's who we got out here. Good race, the 340 IFXers, 5 laps. Here we go. Good dive down in the first. That 75 sled's been good. That's the 75 of Hubbard. Keep an eye on the Christensen sled. And it looks like the Newman sled there, the 54, or I'm sorry, Erdman. Travis Erdman out of northern Minnesota is looking good out of the Willow River area on that 1980 Snow Pro Skidoo. Good look. We got, looks like 1, 2, 3. Looks like Carson there. Kraus is having a little bit of a trouble there between 3 and 4. The Erdman sled on that 80 Snow Pros list looks wonderful. Takes a dive down in the front. 75 of Todd Hubbard. Again's running strong. Jeff Cobalt coming across the back end on the 11. We'll see what they got here. Good look down into 3 and 4. Erdman's been solid turn. Good speed down the front stretch. Very good speed down the back stretch. He's going to be tough to catch. Although Todd Hubbard's taking a look at him, but he's got a long way to go here. Hubbard's going to take a look on the inside, try to give Erdman a little bit of a run. It's pulled up a little bit. Erdman's pretty fast on the front stretch. White flag high in the air. Don't know if he's going to have much more for him. We'll see how this plays out. Erdman took off absolutely from the whole shot. Never let off the whole race. He looks through 3 and 4. He's pretty well clean. Hubbard's running a good second. They're going to be a solid run across the finish line for the 54, Tristan Erdman out of Willow River, Minnesota. We got one more and then the Paul breaker. Yeah. Okay, going back to our
41.
race 41 is our Super Stock 440 fan race.
And then we'll have a pub break.
The grandpa, number 68. Donnie Feedy on the 77X. Tucker Braith again on that 40 sled. Mitch Giesking's going to roll back in on that 17G. Keep an eye on the old red and white 17G. Mitch runs always real good. Braith is strong. Donnie Feedy, I raced against Donnie for 25 years. The 77X, he runs a good solid race sled here on the outside. That Merck Snow Twister. He'll give everybody a good run for the money. Mike's going to check them off. This is a final 3 laps. 440s fan super stockers. Braith has been tough. Mitch is riding right alongside. Mitch takes the run out of 1 and 2. Mitch is looking pretty good down the back stretch. He's got that little fanner running just absolutely wonderful. Braith is going to take a peek at him. We'll see if he's got anything for him. Mitch looks to the inside. Braith dives into the inside. Mitch bobbled just a little bit. Tucker Braith goes flying by on the inside. Holy moly, Mitch, you got to protect that inside. Mitch goes back down. He's going to take another shot at him. They're both side by side going down the back stretch. Mitch hasn't given up an inch. We'll see how this plays out here in 3 and 4. Braith comes through. Mitch is on the inside, can't hold it. Bobbles it. Braith passes him. White flag in the air, 1 to go. And the elder, Donnie Feedy pulling up the third. 68-year-old young, Donnie Feedy. Takes a good peek down the back stretch. 2 more turns and a half a straight leg. Checkered flag is ready to roll. We'll see how this plays out. Tucker Braith again on that snow twister. And Mitch Giesking on his 77. Beautiful looking Yamaha 440 fan. Donnie Feedy rolls back in on the third spot. Good race. Super stock 440 fan. We're going to step back, clean the track again, and then we got a couple good specials coming out. We got the Pro Light Champers. They've been there. They're our fastest sleds out here today, and they're going to put on a good race for us. We're going to give them a great race service to run with. I think that's our final Pro Light Champ, and so you're going to have to keep an eye on. And I believe, talking to Race Central, they might be running 7 laps on that. Yeah, I believe that's true. 7 laps, so they're going to really have to hang on for dear life on a 7-lap race today. So we're doing pretty good here. We been running right on time, and we haven't had too many crashes upside down and that sort of thing. So keep your fingers crossed. But yeah, for beautiful conditions down here. We do got some wind out of the south here today at about 20 miles an hour, but it isn't too bad. Any rate, we got the Pro Light Champers coming out. Jaslyn Rathke on the number 30 sled. That solid Chastain program from the Green Bay area on his C21 sled. Jennifer Jordan, that good-looking 11, purple and pink sled. Always keep an eye on Cale Fredrickson from Taylors Falls, Minnesota, running out of the John Browerman camp. Browerman building race sleds for the last 40 years and builds beautiful sleds. Cale gets to drive some really nice stuff. Hannah Westland again, the 113 sled up from way up there in Strathcona, Minnesota. They're the ones that are hosting the race here next weekend, way up in Strathcona. So it's good to see the Westlands out racing. We used to race with their grandpa years ago, Armin Westland, and he used to put on snowmobile races across Minnesota, and it was fun always to race with the sleds operation and Armin Westland. So Pro Light Champ is getting ready to get out. We're going to get our corner workers in line. We got a 7-lap here final for us. Should be a good afternoon here as we march on through the races. It's 2:30. We're doing pretty good here this afternoon on our time. Good to see a lot of cars down here on the up on the shores, and a lot of people involved watching the racing today. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've had a lot of fun being down here with you and putting on a good show for you. So just a few minutes, we're going to have that Pro Light Champ roll out here, and we got 5 sleds and 5 really good drivers for 7 really fast laps. We'll be back with you momentarily. And then again, just a quick thank you for the sponsors that made this available for us here, down here in the Butterfield area here. Couldn't have done it without their help. T&K Transport, obviously Kent's been real helpful in that. Johnny's Barbecue, Transtar Racing, McConnell Towing, Olson Truck and Service, and the big roundup here again, Oli's Food Truck down at the end. Get some of that really good macaroni and brisket. Just a delightful treat. Sleds are coming out. Pro Light Champ. We went through the drivers. We got 7 laps of some really, really good racing as they pulling out of the paddock, pulling up to the starting line. I talked to the flag man, Mike, here at break. He's going to move the starting line a little bit. As the day goes on, the line's been from all the studs that have been pounded into the ice there. So he looks like he's moving them back a little bit. 5 laps, or 5 sleds, 7 laps. There's some awesome Pro Light Champ racing. Keep an eye on the number 7 blue sled out there. Cale Fredrickson's been wicked fast, wicked aggressive all day long. We'll see what they has. Jennifer George will run nice on that 11 sled. Mike checks them off. 1, 2, and 3. We got the one girl out there. See what Jennifer can give them. Here we go. Cale's got a long way to go. He's number 4 going into the corner. Oh, we got some flying down the back stretch. 1, 2, 3, side by side, all the way down the back. I don't know how they're going to handle this for 7 laps. Fredrickson drives back up into second, up on one ski all the way around. Christensen takes a look to the inside. Fredrickson's right on his tail. Fredrickson drives back up on the inside. Oh, my Lord, they're hustling down the back stretch. Fredrickson will not lay off the gas. Holy moly, is that going. Fredrickson takes a nice look to the front. Here goes Christensen's right with him. These sleds are absolutely, Rathke, Jason Rathke, number 30 sled is just flying. Wonderful racing on the Pro Light Champers here this afternoon down in Butterfield. Green flag is flying high. Everybody's looking good. Wicked fast. The front 3 guys are driving 90 miles an hour. Fredrickson's right up around 100 miles an hour on that Pro Light Champer there. And good look. He's pulling away now. We'll see if Christensen got anything in the tank for him. Fredrickson had a pretty tough run the first couple laps, but he's now got that thing in absolute high gear, and he ain't backing off 1 inch. If you go back in time here about 5-6 years ago, Cale Fredrickson was a snowcrosser, took a little time off, and he was our flag man. Back in the day for about 3 years, and he got himself back on this hot rod sled and been racing great ever since. A lot of these, we're all racers at some part or another, and Cale took a little time off, did some flagging for us, and now he's back racing again. He looks wonderful. Mike's got the white flag high in the air. Cale's driving hard into 1 and 2. Looks like Christensen's following in second, and he is just absolutely checked out, hauling the mail. Nobody's going to catch him. 2 more corners and a straightaway. Fredrickson's up on 1 ski, all the way down and crosses the finish line, number 1. Good run, Christensen, number 2. In the 30 sled, Jaslyn Rathke on the 30 sled. Good running for 1, 2, and 3. That was your Pro Light Champer, 7 laps for a final race 42. Great race. And number 11, Jennifer George, comes across the finish line. Good run.
Race number 43, 6 sleds, 3 laps.
We'll go back to the Relic Mod again. Relic Mod 340, 1971 and older. We got the Haskey green. Russ comes back out again on his 52 sled, wearing that nice looking leathers that Evel Knievel once wore. Mike Bartle on the 32, Dave Rupp on the 55, Shade Seidel number 30. Keep an eye on Kyle Mogg again on that 130 sled. And we got Barrett Feedy 77X. Should be a good run. I always like the Evel Knievel looking leathers here on the 52 sled. This is a final Relic Mod 340, race number 43, 3 laps, 1971 and older. Here we go. And a good start. Everybody's diving head first into corner 1. We'll see how they come out. Always want a good hole shot. Good hustle down the back stretch. We'll get them sorted out once they get past us here. Good run here, 1, 2, and 3. I think that Mogg sled's running pretty good. We'll see how this plays out. He's been running solid all day. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Mogg running, and Seidel in second. And they got a good run there. Saddle dives up on the Mog. We'll see what happens here. Mog's pedaling. He's pedaling as hard as he can down the backstretch. We'll see if he can turn into 3 and 4, but he's got him right. Saddle's right on his bumper, chewing away on that tail lens. We'll see how this plays out. White flag is high in the air. Mog's looking good. Seidel second. The 32 sled of Mike Bartle's running good. We'll see how this rolls down. Seidel takes a good run in Mog. Mog better start pedaling. Mog, you better go, 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 go. 1, 2, here we go. Side by side into 3 and 4. Mog pulls out just a little bit. Dives it down into the corner. Here we go. Mog takes the checkered flag. Seidel in second. What a heck of a run on the Relic Mod 340 1971 and older. Good running, guys. Good looking racing. And the cool man on the Evil Knievel leathers comes in the back, Mr. Haskey and Glory Days Racing. Wonderful racing.
Race number 44.
Race 44 coming up.
Sleds.
We got 5 sleds coming out for the F-Stock.
Use of the 00X is not legal in this class.
1998 and older. Adam Larson on the 75.
That's a 2002. I guess if they don't care, I don't care.
Sage Seidel on the 30 sled.
Let's do one more.
Jake Nelson on the 90X. Taylor Giese, 21T. Yeah, we'll see what they pull off here. Looks like Seidel's got to hop sleds, so he's the Iron Man out there. He just finished racing. Going to hop on another one and bring it on back around and give it another shot. We're on race 44, F-Stock 440 final. Looking pretty good. We got some big races coming up here. We got a couple more plow breaks, and that'll take us into the end of the afternoon. So we're making some headway. Mike checks them off. We'll see what they have for us. Off they go. We'll see what they got in the old F-Stock. Are they running? Is this a 5-lap? This is a 5-lap final, correct? Yep, Race Central says 5-lap final.
Mike, I did say that correctly. It is 5 laps.
5-lap final. Good look down into 3 and 4. We'll see what happens. They're kind of seesawing back and forth. Nice look. Oh, the number 2 sled there of the 30 sled drives deep. Seidel drives deep down into 3 and 4 and pulls out the first place so far. Now we got 1, 2, and 3. They're all side by side down the back stretch, and they're zigzagging back and forth. I don't know how this is going to play out. They're trading paint, trading spots, trading everything on the track. We'll see how this thing goes. Green flag is in the air. We'll see how that 75 of Adam Larson leading it not by much. We'll see how it goes. Good look down the back stretch here on the old F-Stock 98 and older. Nelson's looking pretty good on that 75 sled, Articat. Thief River Falls, Minnesota. We'll see what that looks like. The 21 sled looking pretty good at Giese. 21T. He's got a nice driving style there. We'll see if he's got any more for him. They're hustling down the back, so they're finally starting to kind of thin out there a little bit. We'll see how this plays out here. The flag man's got the white flag high in the air. We got 1 lap to go. The laundry is out. 1 lap to go. White flag. Looks like that 75 of Adam Larson has just been a little too heavy here today. I don't think they got much for him. We'll see if they can pull out here. 1, 2 turns and a half a straightaway, and we'll see how she plays. Good look, though. Oh, it could be a little bit of a race here. 21 gave it to him, and at any rate, Larson pulled it out by about a sled and a half. Length for the final. Nice job. Coming back again, race 45 is going to be a junior sprint. Again, getting some of the young guys out there.
45.
The 6-6 machine of Wayland Corpin has been absolutely rough and tough all day long. Been running some good racing. 33 is Colton Becker. Brody Barton on the 24 and Carter Krause on the 7 sled. Could give him a little bit of run on this 7. Looks like there's something that just fell off the sled back here, Race Central, right in the middle of the track.
Glendon, you got it?
Yeah, he's moving up here. Yeah, got it. Thank you. We got to clean that up here, Race Central, just for a moment here. And we'll get that cleaned up. Mike's going to hold him here until we get that cleaned up off the track. We never want any excess parts laying there as the racers come by. So, again, many thanks to our corner workers today. Mike checks them off, and here we go. 5 laps to go on the final of our Junior 2 sprinters. Getting some of these young kids some seat time. We'll see what they looks like now. Mike's got them going well, and they're hustling down the back stretch. Good looking, that number 1 sled. He really, really looks solid. That must be the... That's a 24 of... Who?
24.
20, yeah, Brody.
Bartanen.
Yeah, Brody Barton is. Oh, he's running good here, but I think he might have got past coming in 3 and 4 here. We'll see what happens. Holy moly. Looks like he did. Looks like that blue sled is absolutely flying out there. We'll see how this is going to play out. He was running good, and out of nowhere here, this blue sled just absolutely come flying down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We'll see what he's got here. Nice looking junior sprint. The 626 again, that's Whalen. Whalen, he's usually runs a black sled. He's on a blue one now, but he drives just as solid. He's doing a great job of driving here this afternoon. Good look between the 2 sleds there, between Barton and Corpin here. We'll see what happens. Looks like Barton's pulled back in. Oh, we got a good run down the last stretch. Whoa, they're side by side going down the back stretch. We got, looks like 2 turns to go, running into a little bit of lap traffic. I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. We're going to find out. He dives to the inside. There goes. Oh, and they absolutely out of nowhere does Barton come in on the 24 sled and passes the 626 of Corpin, who hasn't lost all day, just got passed in the last 20 yards. Oh my Lord, what a beautiful race on our class. That was our Junior 2 sprinters. Rolling back into the Super Stock 340 fanners. We got Donnie Feedy, the senior, coming back out on a 77X. Jasmine Braith, the brother of the other Braith, the 41 sled. And Cole Atkinson on the 1 and the 19 sled. 3 sleds, 3 laps for the final. I think they're all pretty good drivers. We'll see how this plays out. I think that's the 156 sled of old Dave Rieger's, if I can guess right. I think that's Atkinson's driving the Rieger sled today.
He's testing it for him.
So it looks pretty good out there.
They've got her eagle and he is not riding.
Mike checks him off, and here we go. And the elder there, Donnie Fady, takes off a 340 Super Stock banner. We'll see how he does. Donnie's got a good run down into 1 and 2. Running strong down the backstretch, the 68-year-old young Donnie Feedy, looking good in first place. We'll see what the brass sled can do. That's looking pretty good in the 41. We'll see if she can kind of kick up there and catch him there, Jasmine. Braith, they always run pretty tight. Donnie's got a good run out of 3. Or down out of 2, heading down the backstretch. He takes a look over his shoulder. Now he's up about 6 or 8 sled length. Looking pretty good. He might pull out a win for the young guy. Looks like he looks to the inside here. Nobody with him. The white flag is high in the air. He's on that 340 Merc Snow Twister. That Rick used to drive. Looks like the 156 sled is pulling off. That's okay.
Yellow flag low. Yellow flag low.
Yeah. Yellow flag's down. We're going to continue to race. We're heading for the checkered lane. Donnie takes a good look. Oh, we got Braith is hustling. Donnie's pedaling, but Donnie takes a win. Donnie Feedy's 68 years young. Beautiful run there, Donnie. Mondovi, Wisconsin. Nice run, guys.
Death sled holler.
All right, we got a really good class of drivers coming out. They're all good drivers today, but we got one of our top classes again that's always enjoyable to run. It's the 440 IFS class. These guys have been racing against each other for a long time. And they really put on a nice job of racing. We got Todd Hubbard on the 75 Polaris, Dave Newman on the 54 Ski-Doo, Tristan Erdman out of the 54 Ski-Doo, Brandon Christensen out of that tough Christensen team out of Green Bay on his 21. Whalen's going to jump in. Corpa is going to jump in at a 6.26. And of course, Mr. Fackrell, Devin Fackrell, age 60, on that good-looking Polaris number 2, has probably got 10,000 laps raced in his life. Will be absolutely super strong. He's been strong all day today. We'll see if he continues to be strong. And we'll get that wrapped up. After that, we're going to take another plow break. We're winding down that as well. This is race number 47 of 59. Doing a pretty good job. And should have a battle here. I believe it's going to be a 5-lap final. So 440 IFSX. We got a lot of, there is 3 or 4 original Snow Pros, 1970, 77, 78, 79, that they raced back in the day at the Viking Classic up there, the old Dave Cole Classic. They raced in Eagle River, that same class. Ironwood, Michigan.
47.
West Yellowstone, Montana. Just beautiful, beautiful sleds. 5 laps of the classy IFS 440 Snow Pros from back in the day. 1977, 78, 79, and 80. Polaris, Snowmobile, Polaris Ski-Doo, Articat, and another Polaris. You're going to have a heck of a race. Keep an eye on that number 2 on the inside. Devin Fackrell. He's got about 10,000 laps of racing, 60 euros, young. Mike's going to check him off. 5 laps to go. Here we go. There goes Devin, going to dive that down into far corner 1. Nobody with him. He's got a Newman's running tight right on his back end. Newman's not giving an inch. Old Dave Newman's got 1,000,000 laps as well. He's running real good down the back stretch here, going into 3 and 4. Newman and Fackrell beating the heads, going side by side. We'll see what happens. We got the Polaris against the Ski-Doo. And then a Polaris running 3rd, Ski-Doo running 4th, Articat in 5th. Here we go. Original Snow Pro from the day, 77, 8, 9, 80. Beautiful looking Snow Pro sleds. Unbelievable. Fackrell takes a good look on that number 2 Polaris. Absolutely flying. What a wind-up. Dave Newman running 2nd. He's run about as many laps as Fackrell over the years. And Todd Hubbard on his 75 Polaris is doing a good job. The other 54, Travis Erdman. Good-looking sleds. Starting to kind of thin out a little bit. Everybody's kind of getting in position how this is going to play out. Everybody's looking pretty good. Again, if Fackrell here,
White flag.
if Fackrell here doesn't miss this one here, we'll see how it plays out. White flag is up. The laundry is out. The laundry is out. We're going to see what happens here with Fackrell. Fackrell always do things. He's always so wicked fast. He either burns down or he wins. And today, he wins. Unbelievable. Mr. Newman's going to run 2nd. And it looks like Hubbard here running 3rd in the Polaris. Beautiful RXL. Nice looking sleds. Those were the sleds of the day. Devin Fackrell. There's always 3 things in his war chest. You got to start, you got to finish, you got to have a little luck. Devin always burns down, so he made her to the end today and took the checkered flag for Mike Mayer out there. What a race on the IFS 440 Xers. Looks like we got coming aboard here the 1998 and older IFSers. Keep an eye on this good-looking red, white, and black 40
Number 21.
Yamaha Phaser. Keep an eye on the 40 of Tucker Braith, Mike Burnking, 21, Shane Seidel,
Inside 21 seconds.
Bailey Johnson on the 27, Adam Larson on the 75. Good looking sleds. Keep an eye on this 40 here. We'll see what happens. There's a good look. Good look at that Phaser coming off the line. Phaser takes a dive down in. He's rolling into 1st, actually 1st and 2nd. Good race between 1 and 2. Braith took a drive to the outside and drove by everybody. Kind of like they were standing still. We'll see how this plays out. That thing's been pretty fast all day long. We'll see how it goes. Looks like the other Phaser out ahead of him's running pretty good as well. And good look down the backstretch here. Braith is looking really good on that 40 Phaser. It looks like about a 1984 phaser. It is solid, and it has been wicked fast all season long. Green flag is still in the air. We got a good racing service. Another phaser's running second, Arctic Cat third, followed by another Arctic Cat in fourth. Good look at sleds of the 98 and older IFS fanners. We'll see what this looks like here. Good hustle down the front stretch. Mike's got the green flag out. Looks like we got 2 laps to go. And looking good on the second phaser, running good. Arctic Cat 3. Looks like the 30. The 21 sled of Mike Burn King running in the last spot. Here comes the white flag here. Flag man gets turned around. He was turning around so slow he went whizzing right by. Flag is in the air. The white laundry is out. 1 lap to go. Here we go. Good hustle down the back stretch on that 40 Braith machine. It has been absolutely terrorizing Butterfield, Minnesota all day long. He's going to hop across and take the checkered flag. What a race for the number 40 on that good-looking phaser. In the second position, got another phaser rolling in, followed by an Arctic Cat, and one more Arctic Cat to bring up the tail of the 98 and older IFS. All right, 48. Looks like we're up to a plow break,
All
right?
right, guys, we will have a plow break.
All right, looks like we're going to dive back into we've got one of 2 more plow breaks here to the end of the day up. And coming back out of the plow break, we're going to roll into our F500 final. And they've been battling each other all day. They've ran heats all day against each other. And we're going to start 12 of them. We're going to have 10 up on the front row and 2 in the back. That chassis is a 1989 to 1991 Indy Polaris Indy chassis that they use, and they're going to put on a heck of a race for us.
I think that's supposed to be 85 and older single super mode that I
We're going into a plow break. They're going to freshen things up for us, take some of the whoops out. We get kind of little moguls coming out of each corner, and that Zamboni blade does a nice job of cutting them up and cutting them down. So, at any rate, they're going to clean us up. We're going to come up with a game plan. We've got 1 of 2 plow breaks left. We're on race 49, heading for race 59. 10 races to go to conclude our afternoon of racing out here in Butterfield here in Voss Park. So, again, thanks for having us down here. We've enjoyed racing in front of you. You do a nice job in the area. It's always great to bring snowmobile racing down in this area and keep it alive in Minnesota. All right, folks, we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks. Wind down the afternoon. Looks like we're looking at 10 races to go. 1 more plow break, and we will then follow up with the end of our afternoon of racing. Any rate, just a heads up where we're headed next weekend, all the way up to the northwest, up to Strathcona, Minnesota, on the 14th of February. The following weekend we'll double back. We'll be over in the Gray Eagle area on the 21st. Then we're going to zip west again up 94 to Detroit Lakes on the 28th of February. And we'll conclude our season down south of the Alexandria area to Glenwood, Minnesota for the Heteen Classic. You can always follow us on YouTube, and we are at CMPR on the YouTube stand. Charlie Mike November Papa Romeo. CMPR. Anyway, we're going to fire up here. We're going to get things going again. We are up to the F500 final.
Number 49.
Race number 49. We're going to have 12 sleds out there.
12 sleds.
And we've got 10 up on the front row, 2 in the back row. Take a look at our lineup coming at you. Where's the front row? Give me the front row.
I don't have them.
Just give me any one. Give me that one. I'll just read it. All right, look at the F1. Looks like F500 final. Nick Nelson on the 11X. Cole Atkinson on 19. Brogan Brito coming down from Strathcona on the 113. Brad Harrison on the 29. Dana Sturka, father and son team today on the 815. Dallas Morin on the 361. Spencer Sears, number 3, and in the back row, Nolan Esturk on the 816. That's the son of Danny. Nick Nelson, 11X. We'll see what these boys have for the F500 final. 5 laps. Gonna be hustling. Mike's checking them off. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. 5. Big jump. Big jump by the Morin. Oh. Not sure what they're going to pull here. 19, you better go. You better go, go, go. Well, looks like they red flagged it here. We're going to restart this. Somehow they got a little bit trigger happy. I think that might have been,
361.
Yeah. Dallas Morin, he's been fast all day, but poor Dallas is probably going to get shoved to the back. And I believe Rice Central, is this 5 laps or 7? 5 laps, correct?
This is 5.
5 lap, yeah. 5 lap final, and the 316 is going to get himself a nice little invitation to sit in the back row here. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, that's where Mike's going to stop him right off here. Going to set him up. Going to reset him. Because there wasn't a lap made, we're in the same line except for take the 316 sled and throw him to the back. We're going to see how this plays out here real quick. Good running here. Mike checks them off, and away we go. Everybody's diving, 12 sleds, 80 miles an hour. We're going to dive down into the first corner. See how this plays out for first and second. Good hustling down the backstretch. Everybody's moving. Everybody's sliding. Good racing. There's nowhere to go, so hang on. Hang on to your hats. We're diving into 3 and 4. Wow. Everybody made it through. Good looking racing here. We can see here. We can see who gets 1 and 2. We're looking into the sun. Good fly down the backstretch. 1, 2, and 3 are absolutely side by side. I can't see the numbers. We're going to see them here in a minute. Holy moly! All 3 of them are tight as a whistle. All tight as a whistle. 1, 2, and 3 are going back and forth and back and forth. I'm trying to pick them up in the sun here for you, folks. I'll see what I can get a number for you. Good rest. The rest of the guys in the back. Everybody's flying. Everybody's driving good. We got Morin in second. I picked that one up. Dallas Morin drove from the back. Now he's heading down the back straight. He's going to take the front. And he hustled down the front, the back stretch into first place. Dallas Morin is absolutely flying on that 361 sled. The white laundry is out. Cole Atkinson's running good. We'll see how this plays out here with 1 lap to go. Good hustle down 1, 2, and 3. I believe it's that. Again, look, coming out of 3 and 4, the 361 sled, gonna take the checkered flag, followed by, gosh, I'm sorry, couldn't quite pick it up in the sun there. 1, 2, and 3. Dallas Morin had a hell of a run.
Dallas Morin, Brad Harrison, and Spencer Sears.
Harrison's like number 2,
50.
and number 3, who was number 3 in that one?
Spencer Sears.
Spencer Sears, another great race on little 3. All 3 of them guys were wicked fast all day long. You can have that back. Race number 50 coming out today is 85 and older, 400 single supermod. Again, see that ski in the 52 and the good looking Dolphin machine. 32, Marcus Bean, Levi Lurkey, 86, Dave Rupp, 55. That Dolphin in that Sachs sled, that's a Dolphin sled with a Sachs engine. We're going to see how that thing looking pretty sharp down the back stretch. I believe that's about a 9, I don't know what that one is. 85 and older, my guess that's about a 68 Dolphin. We'll take a peek. He's running a Sachs engine in it, looking good. That Husky group, I do love their leathers. They look like Evel Knievel everywhere they go. Good look down the back stretch. He's pulling away in the 400 single. He's hustling down the back stretch. We'll see if anybody has anything for him. Mr. Husky takes a look to the inside. Nobody with him. Mike Mayer's got the white flag high in the air. The number 32 sled second. It's Mike Beer. And we'll see what happens here in the third place position. But Haskey's looking good. They come all the way on over here, pick up some points in that relic class that they're running. Good to see them. They drive. They live over in the Green Bay area. Good to have the Glory Days racing with CMPR with us here this weekend. Nice run by the Haskey bunch. That was race 50. We're heading into race 51 now.
51, 6.
Mod Stock 340 Leafers, another good final. Keep an eye on the 91 of Kevin Bongo. He's always been fast all day. 91. Bill Nelson on the 56X. Barrett Feedy's going to roll back in out of Mondovi, Wisconsin on his 77. Trevor Betterman on the 98. Been fast. And Brandon Stensrud, Jeff Colbot, 11-11. Used to race against Braden Stenrud's dad. Always fun to race against his dad. His dad's having a little knee surgery this year, so he's kind of stepped back from the racing side and passed the torch on to his son, and his son's been running good all year with us, so he's on that 11 sled. Keep an eye on the 90 sled, 91 sled of Kevin Bongo. He's always been good. I'm not sure who you're going to pick. What a beautiful class of sleds. Looks like we got the 23 in there. We got another Withers back with us. Stay on his seat this time, Travis, on that good-looking Arctic Cat. Mike drops the flag, and here we go again. 1, 2, 3, bang! There goes Mr. Winters again on the 23 sled. Holy smoke, they come flying through there. Winters pulls back down the front, local favorite, Butterfield, Minnesota, Travis Winters. Come on, here we go now. Good hustle down there. Stick with it. They're down into 3 and 4. They are side by side, 1 and 2. Travis has a nice corner coming through. He's got all the momentum. Looks like Barrett Feedy is right on his tail lens. Barrett Feedy's right on his tail lens, running second. And I'm not sure who third is here. We'll pick it up here in a moment here. Who's that?
Braden Stenrud.
Oh, Stenrud. I thought that was Brandon Stenrud. Okay. Braden Stenrud looking good in third. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. See if the Winters team can stay up on the top of her. Feedy's got a good run at him. Feedy just lost a little bit coming out of Feedy's hustling down the backstretch. Feedy dives into 3 and 4. Travis does not back off. They got a drag race going down the front stretch. Oh! Travis Winters pulls it off by a nose, a whisker, an inch. Beautiful looking race on that 23W sled out of Butterfield, Minnesota. I think he just taught his brother how to stay on the gas a little more. Yeah, he gave Scott a little run for the money on that one, though. Good running there out of that 23W sled. Good race.
All right, let me know as soon as you can.
All right, we got the race 52 here. The Junior 1 380 Sprinter class. Colton Becker's going to roll back in on the 66. Levi Lurkey on his 99. And Carter Kraus on the 7. This is some of our young guns coming forward. And there are a lot of 14 to 16-year-old guys out here getting some seat time, some racing time. They're getting pretty comfortable on what they're doing. And they're going to run 5 laps for them here on that Junior 1 380 Sprint class. So we'll see how that pulls off. Good start there. Good start down into Mr. Kraus. Kraus has been fast this year, and today he's been just off just a tickle here. I believe he runs out of that Bob Bachman trailer out of the Detroit Lakes area. Bob's been kind of mentoring him along, bringing him along and getting him going, him and his dad. So it's good to see some new racers involved, and he does a nice job of driving. He's getting more comfortable week after week, and he's got a real nice lead on the 2 sleds out there today. And good look into 3 and 4. Nobody's real with them. He's just kind of sailing along here out for a Sunday ride, so it's pretty good. Looks like Lurkey's running in second. Colton Becker's running in third, 1, 2, and 3. They're going to hustle down the back stretch. It's about evened out. They probably got 15 sled lengths between each driver out here today. Green flag is up. 2 more laps to go. They'll just kind of, again, you got to start, you got to finish, you got to have a little luck. So Mr. Kraus can get that luck going for him. He's going to pull this one off as a good race on that Junior 1 380 sprint class. So these are our young guys coming forward. Mike's got the white flag in the air, looking good. 1 lap to go for Mr. Kraus. 4 turns, 2 straightaways. We'll see if he can just hang on. And Becker's pulling up third, doing a pretty good job there. Kraus goes into 3 and 4, nobody with him. Just kind of a nice little Sunday cruise. Dives down into 4 and sails on over the finish line for the nice checkered flag. Race number 53 coming aboard is our Super Stock 440 liquid class.
The winner of the 23W was in the wrong class.
Thank you.
I figured he wasn't on it. 23, race number 53 is coming up. Kyle Ludwig on his 777 here, local hero in the Butterfield area.
Number 53.
Kyle Mogg on the 130, and again, Barrett Feedy, 77X. Mr. Feedy, the son of the rock star Donnie Feedy, out of Mondovi, Wisconsin. Kyle Mogg is from that way as well. Him and Spud are a father-son team, and they've got a solid race team going on in snowmobiles here right now. They've really got these Arctic Cats running well. I know Keith Bedore has been real helpful on the engine and the engine package. We'll see what the Wisconsin guys have for the Minnesota guy here. 2 Wisconsins, 1 Minnesota, both from Mondovi, Wisconsin. We'll see how this plays out. Mike checks them off. 3 laps, 3 racers. Here we go for the finals. Mr. Mogg has a nice start. Dives into corner 1 and 2. Looks like he's just pulling away Feedy. Mr. Feedy's hard on him. We'll see if Feedy can stick with him. Looks like Kyle Ludwig's kicking a little pull up the back end here. He hasn't raced much this year with us this year, and he came out today because he's racing in front of all of his hometown people and wanted to run that Arctic Cat. So looking good. Looking good here. Looks like we've got Mr. Mogg heading down the 130 sled, heading down the back stretch. Barrett Feedy is running a good solid second. Feedy's going to try to push him a little bit. We'll see how this plays out. Arctic Cat versus Arctic Cat. And versus Snow Twister in the back, the old Mr. Merck. Mr. Merck on the east side of Wisconsin as well. Kiekhofer was the guy who developed the old Merck Snow Twister. That was his deal. Anyway, good look out of 3 and 4. Let's see with Mogg and Feedy. They take the white flag. They're about 5 lengths apart on the sleds. See if Feedy's got something underneath the hood he can jump in on and pull this one off. Takes a good look at Mogg. Mogg's pulling away down the back stretch. He needs 2 good turns. He's been solid all day. Kyle's been running good. The dad, Spud's got that sled really running well. Out of 4 he comes, nobody with him. Dives across the finish, takes a checkered flag. Mogg in first, Feedy in second, and Kyle Ludwig right here from Butterfield gonna roll into third. There's your lineup. All right, looks like we're coming into our last, I believe.
4.
We got
4 sleds,
one more race.
and then we'll have a cover.
One more race, and then we're going to roll after that into our last plug for the afternoon. Coming back in, I think he might have been in the wrong class. I'm not sure. We got Travis Winters on the 23W. Again, Donnie Feedy, the elder, 77X. Cole Atkinson on the 19 sled. And Bob Bachman on the 73 sled, I believe. Yep, that's Bob here on the outside here. Well, we'll see if the winner's sled, the 23's got a little shot for him today. Mike's going to check him off. We got running 3 laps. Here we go, 4 sled, 3 laps, and a good start. A good dive down into first. Going corner 1 and 2, they got a good look. Looks like Witters thinks he's pulling up second, but he's flying down the backstretch. Looks like he pulled the ripcord. He's going to give a good run at her. They're going to dive in at 3 and 4. They're side by side, not giving an inch. We'll see how this plays out here with a couple laps to go. They dive hard down the front stretch, and looks like that Cole Atkinson machine is running really good. Winters just took a dive out of the 1 and 2, and he's flying down the backstretch. Nobody with him now. He's pulling away from the Atkinson machine. 3 and 4, good-looking sleds, wide open. That Arctic Cat is flying today. Side by side, coming down the front, we got the white flag out, 1 to go. We got an Arctic Cat against a Merckx. We're going to see how this plays out. One more look. Travis has got a good run down the back stretch. He needs 2 good turns and half a straightaway to pull this one off for the local fans here in Butterfield. Good hustle down the front. It's a drag race, absolute drag race to the front. Withers pulls it off on the 23W. Butterfield, Minnesota. Unbelievable. Good race and good final. We're stepping into our last plow break for the afternoon. Once we come out of that, we've got 5 races left for the afternoon, which will conclude our time here in Butterfield here with you this afternoon. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out. We sure enjoyed being with you, enjoyed racing in front of you. Thanks for all the help, for putting on the races and sponsoring a real beautiful place to come down here and race. We've been to your thrashing show a number of times in the 3rd week of August, and we've always enjoyed that. You got a real nice community down there. Keep an eye on that Winters racing team. We'll see what that 410 Sprinter can come back out this year and see if we get him back on the track. I know I had talked to his race team earlier in the day, and he's got a lot of kids now, so I'm not quite sure what his availability is going to be for his summer run, but we'll get him back up to Cedar Lake, and we're going to keep them on the racetrack this year. So a couple minutes, we're going to step back. We'll be right back with you. Always enjoyed being here. Thanks again, folks. Give us a few minutes. This is our last plow break. 5 to go, 5 races to go, and we'll conclude up our racing for the afternoon. Again, thanks for having us down here. For the afternoon, we want to thank them and thank all of the volunteers that helped put on the race here today. We can't do this without everybody pitching in. We had a good help plowers here, and the trucks did a great job. Our shaver also did a nice job of running the shaving. So we're just winding that down. This will be our last plow break of the day. We're going to roll into our biggest race of the afternoon. It's $1,000 to win this race, and it's going to be a 7-lap final, the 440 Supermod final. And Joe Burns on the 47X is going to join us out here. Tanner Childs on the 99 TC. Mitch Giesking's been fast all day in the 17G out of Spencer, Iowa. And Jeff Watson, Princeton, Minnesota on the 9W on the Keith Berdure built machine. AJ, the young gun, the young shoe, AJ Rickard. Travis Winters on the 23W, local favorite, Butterfield. Jennifer George on that nice-looking pink and purple sled, number 11. Braden Swensrud's been running tough all day long on the 11 sled. Mandy Giesking, we got a husband and wife team out there today. Mandy's going to roll in on her 17G. It's good to see her back here today. We haven't quite seen her out this year. They, again, just had a little baby, and she's back racing here a month or 2 later, so good for them. Cody Skolton's been having a little bit of trouble in that good-looking silver 51 Polaris machine. And another local favorite, the Broughton team, a 215. Blaine and his 2 sons. It looks like we got Dalton going to join us here on the 215. That's your lineup on that 440 Supermod. That Broughton machine, I believe, is built by Doug Wahoo McDaniel, is the sled builder of that beautiful 440 Supermod. But we're lining up. We got 11 racers, going to go 7 laps for $1,000 to win. It's all or nothing. And I'm telling you, the local heroes down here, the Withers boys, are not going to lay off the gas pedal. I can see that just looking at the lineup here. The young shoe AJ Rickard's been rough. Jeff Watson, a favorite out of Eagle River this year on the 9W machine built by Keith Berdure. Unbelievable, good engine. Mitch Giesking's been fast on that Dave DeLauder engine on that nice-looking Yamaha. Turner Child on his 99 TC's been fast. And, of course, Joe Burns, has been quick all day long on that 47X. I couldn't pick a winner on this one, folks. I do want you to settle up, put your seatbelts on, get ready for some good racing. We're down to five races to go. This is going to be a 7-lap final for the big $1,000 to win. Again, many thanks to the sponsors out here. Thanks for helping us put this race on for the day. Always fun to come down to Butterfield and join in on some good snowmobile racing. We enjoyed being here today. Got a few more racers to go, and then we'll pack on up, and we're going to head up, way up to the northwest, where Polaris is going to take on Articat, Thief River Falls, Roseau, Minnesota. They meet halfway in the middle. Start Strathcona, Minnesota. Little bitty town directly between the two. And we're going to have a shootout up there next weekend. So looking forward. You can always follow us on the internet. Again, you go to the YouTube channel, CMPR, Charlie Mike November Papa Romeo, on the YouTube channel.
When you're ready, we have race number 55, 11 sleds.
Race number 55's coming on to the race ice. I can hear him starting up down there in the paddock. We're going to have a heck of a shootout here, a 7-lap final, 440 Super Mod. Everybody in this class is good. Everybody in this class is fast. You're going to see these sleds running 80 miles, 90 miles an hour around this track all the way around. Keep an eye on these 99 sled. He's been tough. Turner Childs have been rough all day. 17G, both the husband and wife team, Mandy and Mitch. 9W there, Mr. Watson out of Princeton. The 11 of Jennifer George, Brandon Stredthrode, and again, the local favorite, 23W, Travis Winters. Mike's going to line him up. He's going to check him off. 7 laps, $1,000 a win. Should be a good run. See if I can hang with you. Mike takes a good look. Here we go now. Flag's coming down, the green flag's coming down, and up we go! And they're gonna hustle down into 1 and 2. We'll see how this plays out. Everybody comes out clean, which is always rough out of that first corner. Banging and sloshing back and forth. That's Joe Mott on the 47X, flying down the back stretch. 1, 2, and 3, Mott looks like he is in second. Looks like the young gun, AJ Rickard, the 99 at Turner Childs. Holy smokes, are they flying. See if they can hold this on for 7 laps, zigzagging back and forth. Joe Mott goes flying down the back stretch, dives into 3 and 4. We got 3 sleds side by side coming out of 4. Yeah, looks like the 99 by an inch. Turner Childs, 99 by an inch. Everybody's racing strong and good. $1,000 a win, unbelievable. Joe Mott is fast again down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Got a good look. Joe's pulling out ahead. Joe's got a sled length ahead of the 99 sled. Mitch King's running 4th out of Spear Lake, Iowa. He takes a good look. Mitch is trying to move up into 3rd onto the young gun of AJ Rickard. We'll see what he has for him there. Mitch takes a good look. Looks like Joe Mudd got a little bit of a stretch on that 99 Articat, Turner Childs. Let's see if we can find Mr. Winters. Mr. Winters drifting back. He said he's got a little bit of a sore shoulder off that last crash. We'll see what he's got. Good look out of 3 and 4. Again, Joe Mudd hustling hard. The 99 sled of Sears, the 76 sled of Rickard, and of course the 17G of Mitch Giesing. They're flying down the back straight. Gonna dive into 3 and 4. Again, Joe Mudd is picked up, but looks like he's got himself about a 4 or 5 sled length win. Lead, he's pulling into 1. Everybody's diving hard. Everybody's going hard. We're counting them down. Looks like the white flag is coming out. Joe Mudd takes a hustle. Good look to the inside. We got a good race between 47X and the 99. Holy moly, they're side by side going on the back. 99's past Joe. Joe says, heck no, you're not going to give me. There he goes. The 99 got caught up in some traffic. They cannot pull it out. Joe Mott rolls into the inside. Here comes the checkered flag. Joe Mott pulls out 99-2, Mitski King number 3. Holy moly, for $1,000. Beautiful race down here on Butterfield Lake. What a finish of that 440 Supermod final. 7-lap, beautiful final. 47X at Joe Burns on the Joe Mod Special. Absolutely beautiful race. And looks like Travis Winters got himself a sore shoulder. He kind of backed off a little bit.
Oh, man. Child stayed second, right?
Yeah, second.
And 76?
Mitch 76 was third and Mitch was fourth.
Okay, so I stayed the same,
Yeah.
except for these guys.
Yep. I don't know what happened.
He went on extra lap.
All right.
Okay, I need to. Mike, you're gonna have to give me just a second.
Looks like they got a sled down off of corner 1 down here. They're going to swing down and pick that up. So we're going to have a minute or two as Rudy picks up the tow truck and goes down and picks up that last snowmobile sitting down there. There goes Rudy on the tow truck as we see him. We'll get that out of our raceway. Coming up to race number 56 of today is the Sportsman 600 Pro Stock 440 class. Bailey Johnson comes to us out of Alexandria on that 27 sled. Mark Barrett has been his pit man all day. Mark was a good racer in his 440 Pro Stock back in the day on that green Arctic Cat that he used to run against Justin Marthaler. And they used to go side by side on their Pro Stocks for many, many years. Good to see Mark today. Mark's been doing the clutching on Bailey Johnson's 27 sled there out of Alexandria. Trevor Betterman going to roll back out on that super fast Yamaha triple, that blue one. That thing's been super nice all day long, and it's been a fast sled. Gosh, for the last 15 years, that's been a good race sled. And Taylor Giese on the 21T. And the Betterman team, I believe, comes out of Rock Rapids, Iowa. They used to race down there on the racetrack with us. And that's just been just a solid triple, that big blue Yamaha. Good to see it on the racetrack again. So we're winding down, 4 races to go. Race number 56. As soon as we get that sled pulled out of the way, we're going to hustle on down and get her finished up here for the afternoon. Mike's calling you.
Yep, so this one get the 10th place. Yes.
Race number 56. 3 sleds, 5 laps.
So anyway, we're getting back to Sportsman 600 Pro Stock 440, race 56, 5 laps. And we'll see how that pulls out. Looks like Mr. McDaniel's sled didn't make it to the end.
What was Ross?
All right, Mike's going to line them up here. He's going to check them off here in the Sportsman 600. Takes a good look. Off we go. There goes that great big triple Yamaha we've been talking about. Been wicked fast all afternoon. We'll see if anybody's got anything for him. And, there's a good hustle down the back stretch. We'll see if he can hold that thing off. That big triple usually has pretty good long legs, and it's pretty hard to run them down. We'll see how this plays out, though. They're neck and neck coming out of 3 and 4. I'm telling you, that Polaris is moving now. Holy moly. We'll see if they can go zigzagging back and forth and pull this thing off. Betterman looks good. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if that's the Johnson sled in second. Is that correct?
Mike, can you tell me if number 20
Looking good. Oh, and they clip each other coming out at 3 and 4. He said, I'm not backing off. You're not going to take my spot. Holy smokes. They are hustling down the front stretch or the back stretch now. And I'm telling you,
27 up front.
something I haven't seen in a long time is I see this 27 sled of Bailey Johnson out of Alexandria walking away from that great big triple. Nobody's done that yet today. Unbelievable. Mark Barrett did the clutching on that this afternoon and straight pretty much changed that whole sled around. And they got that thing absolutely sailing. Looks like the white laundry flag. The laundry is out. The white flag is high in the air. Bailey Johnson, Alexandria, Minnesota, has got about a seven snowmobile length lead on that great big heavy flying, high flying Yamaha triple. We'll see if he can. We need 2 more turns and a half of straightaway. Looks to the inside. He's clean. Hustles, drag races down the front. Takes the checkered flag from Mike. Looks like that big Yamaha's rolling into second. And Taylor Giese rolling in on 23T, third.
57, 3 sleds, 5 laps.
Race number 57 now is our 500 IFS Open. We got 3 racers, 5 laps. Jaden Rathke on her 30 sled. Jennifer George on the 11 on that good-looking purple and pink sled. And Hannah Westland all the way out of Strathcona, Minnesota, made the long trip down here today with her dad, Nate, and their race team on the 113. These women aren't going to give up an inch. We've got 3 fast women, 3 fast sleds for 5 fast laps. Keep an eye on them.
We got Cassidy Becker over.
Yeah, we got Cassidy Becker joining the fun. She ain't giving up the ghost either anytime soon. How about 4 fast women for 5 fast laps? Here we go. Takes a good look, and off we go. Becker has a good run. She rolls off into 1. She dives down into 1 and 2. And I'm not sure who snuck up in there on the...
Rathke is up front.
Looks like Cassie, I think, running 2 there. I think Hannah jumped up into the first place shot there.
Jocelyn Rathke first.
Oh, there we go. Jocelyn Rathke. There we go on that 30 sled. All right. Jocelyn Rathke is absolutely terrorizing the lake down here in Butterfield here this afternoon. She's just flying down the backstretch, dives her into 3 and 4. Nobody's with her now. We'll see how this plays out here. She is absolutely on fire. And Cassidy Becker running a good second. Jennifer George in third. And I guess Becker's running 4th. I take that back. Looks like the 113 of Hannah Westland. There we go, running second. Jacelyn has got that thing on an absolute rail. Hannah Westland all the way down from Strathcona running on the 113 sled in second. And Jennifer George running 3. Good look, good hustle. They've spread it out now. White flag is high in the air. We got 1 lap to go. Jocelyn Rathke's been absolutely on fire today. Nobody been able to catch her. She's even throwing out the tow rope. Anybody want to jump on board? Nobody can catch her. She's pulling everybody along, flying down the front stretch, tiptoeing across the finish line, way ahead of everybody to take the checkered flag. Hannah Westland is a tough lady to beat, and she did a wonderful job of that, running second. Rolling in on the number 3 of the 11, Jennifer George. Nice, good run here for the women out there today. 1, 2, and 3. What a race. All right, we're coming down. We're just winding her down as fast as we can. 2 races to go.
3 laps.
58 as our race. Mod Stock 440 Leafers coming out for a 3-lap final. We got Kyle Mogg. He comes to us all the way out of that Mondovi camp down there with Barrett Freedy. They're parked side by side. They're racing side by side today. Keep an eye on Trevor Betterman on the 98 sled. And Brandon Stedroot on the 11 sled. 1, 2. Looks like we got an additional one out there. I didn't quite count it.
11, no, we have 11, Jeff Kubat.
Justin.
Jeff Kubat.
Oh, Jeff Colbot. Here we go. Checks them up and away we go. 1, 2, and 3. Good looking dive down into 1 and 2. We'll see how this plays out. I don't quite got a lineup for you coming down the back stretch. I'll get them here when they come by the trailer. Good looking at 3 and 4. They're side by side. We got one of them pulling off the back out of 3, bailed out. That's that fast. That's that 90 to Trevor Betterman there. It's got the neatest looking sled with those great big Starburst heads from the old days on it. Big air-cooled machine. That thing just breathes and breathes and breathes, and the more that thing gets air over the top of the hood, the faster he goes. Good looking machine. He's driving it well. Rolling down. He's got the white flag in the air. We got Mr. Feedy running second, Kyle Mogg running third. And we got Jeff Colbot coming up in the 4th spot here. Stensrud pulled off. He had some engine problems. We'll see him here next weekend. Good hustle with this good-looking sled, that Merc with that great big engine sticking out of the hood with the starburst heads. Feedy running second. Kyle Mogg back there in third. When Kyle gets back to the trailer, he's got to talk to Spud, and he's got to do a little more work on that clutching on that little Arctic Cat out there. Mod stock 440 lead.
Last race of the day.
So, folks, congratulations. You hung with me the whole day. You made it through the day. I made it through the day without losing my voice. We're down to our last race, our Masters 50 and older IFS final. Number 75, Todd Hubbard. Number 54X, Dave Newman, Fast Owies. Dan Sturka on the 815. Dallas Morin on the 361. Robert Atkinson, 28. Jeff Cobalt, 11. Devin Fackrell on his good-looking number 2 Polaris. I don't know if he's with us out here. I don't know yet or not. Mike's going to check him off. We're going to go 5 laps for this. These guys are 50 and older. They absolutely are not going to lay off the gas. Here we go. They're up and running. We'll see what they got. And they dive down into 1 and 2. They are zigzagging back and forth, hustling down the. Looks like Mr. Newman is out in front. He's got about 10,000 laps of racing under his belt. You got to get up awful early to beat Dave Newman to the punchline. 54 on that good-looking Skidoo. Original 1979 Yamaha Snow Pro. Unbelievable. And he drives it like it was yesterday when he bought it. And he still owns it from 79. Absolutely a terror on the ice. Newman takes a look to the inside. Nobody with them. Flying down. Looks like Dallas Moore on the 361. Dana Sturka on the 815. And a couple there trailing in on the back end. And whoa, what an absolute race on the Masters IFS. These are all the old guys, 50 years and older. And I think Mr. Newman is more like 62, but he looks like he's a brand new teenager out there today. Good looking. He's flying down the front, the back stretch. Nobody with him. Dallas Moore is running pretty good on that 361 sled. And Mike's got the laundry. He got the white laundry high in the air. 1 to go for Dave Newman. Dallas Morton, 1 to go. Dana Sturk on the 815 sled. Holy smokes, it's 1, 2, and 3. I think that's how it's going to play out. We need 2 turns and a half a straightaway. Mr. Newman's got about 10,000 laps under his belt. He just added another win. He's got 10,001. How you like that? Dallas Marin on the 316. Dana Sturk, 815 to 75 of Todd Hubbard. Well, folks, we did it. We made it all the way through. Thanks for sticking with me. Thank you to Butterfield and all the sponsors, all the volunteers. We couldn't do it without you. You were able to pull this thing off again in a beautiful little area to race. We sure enjoy coming down and spending the day with you. My name's Mike Pappy, number 60. I filled in for the Hall of Famer today, Ron Krogh. Always enjoyable, and always enjoyable to be with you. We're heading way up to the northwest here next week, up to beautiful, beautiful Strathcona, Minnesota. If you're not able to drive all the way up there, do follow us on CMNPR Live. We will be with you there on the YouTube channel. And again, everybody drive safe going home. Thanks again for the day. God bless and be well. We'll see you next week.
Masters 440 Supermine. 3rd place, Bob Boxon. 2nd place, Chuck Zett. 1st place, Ed Sprinkle.
I got a second. That was hard. I know, I heard.
Are you feeling okay? Masters 340 Super Stock. 3rd place, Jeff Goodbye. 2nd place, Donnie Beatty. 1st place, Kevin Monagowski. Second was Donnie Phoenix. So that one decided. Make grippers for feet. 1985 and older, super stock 0 to 400 single. Third place, Levi Lurkey. Second place, Mike Breath. First place, Russ Cassidy. Now down 380 single fight. Third place, Tristan Erdman. Second place, Robert Atkinson. First place, Brandon Christensen. First place.
Oh, I did?
85 and older, leaf spring. Third place, Grace Swanson. Second place, Mandy Gieskin. First place, Jennifer George. Super stock 343 edge. Third place, Jared Beatty. Second place, AJ Rickert. First place, Kyle Moss. Junior novice.
Maybe it was a
Second place, Colton Becker. First place, Levi Lurkey.
white, black.
IFS 340X. Third place, Robert Atkinson. Second place, Todd Hubbard. First place, Tristan Erdman. Third place already happened. Junior 0 to 400 pound, 11 to 15. Third place, Grace Swanson. Second place, Colton Becker. First place, Levi Lurkey. Second. Sport Up 500. Third place, Cassidy Becker. Second place, Tucker Bratton. First place, Waylon Corpina. Is it Corpina or Corpina? Super stock 440 fan. Third place, Donnie Feedy. Second place, Mitch Gieske. First place, Tucker Brain. Super stock 340 liquid. Third place, Mitch Gieske. Second place, Tucker Brain. First place, Kyle Mock. Junior F500. Third place, Colton Becker. Second place, Tucker Bratton. First place, Waylon Corpita. .340 Supermod Liquid. Third place, Chuck Zett. Second place, Cole Atkinson. First place, Travis Winters. Third. Second. Pro Light. Third place, Jaslyn Rathke. Second place, Brandon Christensen. First place, Gail Fredrickson.
Thank you.
I got him. Okay. F Stott. Third place, Shad Seidel. Second place, Taylor Geese. First place, Adam Larson. You must have stayed home and worked on your sleds this week. Junior two sprint. Third place, Carter Krause. Second place, Waylon Corpito. First place, Brody Bartanen.
Let's go, Bartanen. Yeah, Bartanen.
340 Superstock van. Third place, Cole Atkinson. Second place, Jasmine Bray. First place, Donnie Feedy. 98 and older fan. Third place, Chad Seidel. Second place, Bailey Johnson. First place, Tucker Bray.
Don't forget, one is his sister.
IFS 440X. Third place, Todd Hubbard. Second place, Dave Newman. First place, Devin Fackrell. That's not right.
Uh-oh.
Is that right? That's right.
For what? What class was that?
I was thinking Devin Masters. Was it first? Yeah, you can take Devin. He'll take Devin. Thank you. Junior 1 380 sprint. Third place, Colton Becker. Second place, Levi Lurkey. First place, Carter Krause. Hot stock 340. Third place, Trevor Betterman. Second place, Kevin Bonigovsky. First place, Barrett Feedy. Super stock 440 liquid. Third place, Kyle Ludwig. Second place, Barrett Feedy. First place, Kyle Long. 0 to 300 Supermon. Third place, Donnie Feedy. Second place, Cole Atkinson. First place, Travis Winter.
Just kidding.
Women's F500 IFS Open. Third place, Jennifer George. Second place, Hannah Westland. First place, Jocelyn Rathke. Sportsman 600. Third place, Taylor Hughes. Second place, Trevor Betterman. First place, Bailey Johnson. I was on the radio after that.
Yeah, we got it right.
I had to ask. Mod stock 440. Third place, Kyle Long. Second place, Barrett Feedy. First place, Trevor Betterman. Masters IFS. Third place, Dana Skirka. Second place, Dallas Morin. First place, Dave Newman. Okay, I'm gonna hand you some of these stuff. Or do you want to look at this here? Well, I need the names. I'll need the names first. Okay, so this goes back to the 10th place, right? I have them already. Alright, so I'm gonna hand right, let me see if I can get this right. All right, F500. Kent's gonna hand out the checks for me here. So we're gonna start with 8th place. Brogan Bido. 7th place, Cole Atkinson. 6th place, Danis Gurka. 5th place, Brandon Christensen. 4th place, Dalton Rod. 3rd place, Spencer Sears. 2nd place, Brad Harrison. And 1st place, Dallas Warren. Did you want these slips? All right, for the 85 and older.
Right.
Third place, Levi Lurkey. 2nd place, Mike Brett. 1st place, Russ Haskins. Thank you guys.
You bet.
Relic Mod Open. 5th place, Mike Brett. 4th place, Shad Seidel. 3rd place, Garrett Beatty. 2nd place, Kyle Maugh. 1st place, Jeff Watson. Good job, Jeff. And this one's back 5 also. This is 3. Relic Mod 3. Relic Mod 340. 3rd place, Mike Brattle. 2nd place, Shad Seidel. 1st place, Kyle Maugh. Second place. Yep. Let's go. Thank you. This goes back to 10.
It's pretty easy.
All right, 440 Supermod.
For the guys that came and raced the 440 Supermod, this is a race we're trying to make into something here. We'll continue to do that. I appreciate everybody that showed up for it.
All right, 10th place, Braden Stensrud. Ninth place, Travis Winters. Eighth place, Sandy Giesking. Seventh place, Jennifer George. Sixth place, Dalton Broughton. Fifth place, Jeff Watson. Fourth place, AJ Rickert. Third place, Turner Child. Second place, Mitch Giesking. First place, Joe Bird. And he can
Hey, I want to get, can I get first, second, third? Just stay here.
If you don't need to, I actually cut out.
It's going.
Oh, yeah, no, you did.
I don't know if they're done calling yet. Are they all done?
Junior novice heats.
Oh, you did. In the heat, but it don't matter. And then we have a whole bunch of snowdrift on the pipe.
Okay, the trophy came out. You should be the third and second for the No, I'm out. Let me go through. Good job, guys.